on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Tiger fans, let's salute the real heroes, our military service members. Veterans United Home Loans is proud to honor them as the hero of the game. Know a veteran or active duty service member who deserves the spotlight? Nominate your hero today at veteransunited.com/hero. That's veteransunited.com/hero. Help us recognize those who've served with courage, dedication, and pride.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. J.D. Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store and online. And now, the more you buy, the more you save on beds, bases, and more. Limited time. For J.D. Power 2025 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
Today's game is brought to you by Sleep Number. Enjoy personalized comfort for better sleep night after night. And now, the more you buy, the more you save on beds, bases, and more. Limited time. Only at Sleep Number or sleepnumber.com. This is Mizzou basketball from Learfield.
Dear Winter, Toyota can't get enough of you. Because Toyota's got 25 vehicles with available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive. And that's more than any other auto brand. From the versatile RAV4 to the Svelte Crown, the sleek Camry all-wheel drive, the Corolla Hybrid all-wheel drive, the rugged Tacoma, the tenacious Tundra, and the spacious Grand Highlander with all-wheel drive to keep you and yours safe. Hey, you bring the action, we'll bring the traction. Toyota, let's go places. Based on manufacturer's websites as of 10/20/25.
At Mosier's, we're more than a grocery store. We're your neighbors, serving neighbors. Every cart is filled with trusted prices, local favorites, and quality food we'd be proud to serve at our own tables. From fresh produce to meats cut right here in store to everyday essentials that keep your family fueled, shopping at Mosier's means supporting local farms, local families, and the community we share. So when you cheer on the Tigers, know that Mosier's is always closer to home. Mosier's, proud partner of Mizzou Athletics.
Mike Kelly at Mizzou Arena, Missouri hosting the Georgia Bulldogs tonight. We get a chance to visit with Missouri big man Trent Burns. Describe this season so far for you.
Definitely been a good season. Got a lot of...
Mike Kelly at Mizzou Arena, Missouri hosting the Georgia Bulldogs tonight. We get a chance to visit with Missouri big man Trent Burns. Describe this season so far for you.
Definitely been a good season. Got a lot of attempts to just come out and get loose. I didn't get to play last year, so any opportunities this year is a blessing to me.
You learned a lot on the bench a year ago. As you watch the game unfold, does it help you when you step in?
Definitely helps a lot. I've watched a lot of good bigs do a lot of good things last year, and then even this year, the beginning of the year when I was out, so it's helped.
When you look at Georgia, a team that wants to get up and down the court, what's the most important thing from the scouting report as you look ahead to this game?
Like you said, they're trying to get up and down, so transitions defense is going to be a big one. They're trying to put up shots. They score a lot, so we're just trying to slow them down.
For your team, what's the most important area you need to improve on as we move forward into the season?
I'd probably say rebounding and transition defense, so this is a good test for us to be able to try to do that.
Go get a win, thanks.
Yes, sir.
It's Trent Burns, and I'm Mike Kelly. Chris Gervino comes your way next on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Quirk Hard Seltzer is a proud partner of Mizzou Athletics. With a winning lineup of flavors including Breakout, Stars, Cherry Blossom, and Lime, and Strawberry, Lemon, and Basil, Quirk packs a Tiger's Paw-sized punch of award-winning flavor made with real fruit juice. Crack a Quirk, Missouri's hard seltzer, when rooting on MIZ this season. 90 calories per 12-ounce serving, gluten-free. Quirk Hard Seltzer, crafted by Boulevard Brewing Company, born and brewed Missouri. Must be 21 plus. Please enjoy responsibly.
Every team needs someone who steps up when it counts. You've got the ball, clock's running out. What are you going to do? Will you pass or take the shot? Guys, when an unexpected pregnancy happens, you have a choice. Stay silent or step into your role as a father. Your voice matters. Your presence matters. Vitae Foundation's research proves it. When men speak up with compassion and confidence, women feel supported in choosing life. Learn more at afewgoodmenstudy.com. Brought to you by Vitae Foundation.
Today's game is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. You could save big when you bundle your auto, home, motorcycle, RV, or boat. Visit Progressive.com. This is Mizzou basketball from Learfield.
Giving back to the community is a pillar for Mizzou Athletics and one that we're proud to emulate here at Brewpub Lots and Lots of Pizza. As a proud partner of Mizzou Athletics, Brewpub is proud to announce our support of local heroes through our partnership with the Tunnel to Towers Foundation. With every purchase of the new Brewpub Patriot Pizza, we're helping support veterans, first responders, law enforcement officers, and their families during difficult times. Look for the new Brewpub Patriot Pizza today in your local grocery store and enjoy a great pizza for a greater cause.
Dear Winter, Toyota can't get enough of you. Because Toyota's got 25 vehicles with available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive. And that's more than any other auto brand. From the versatile RAV4 to the svelte Crown, the sleek Camry all-wheel drive, the Corolla Hybrid all-wheel drive, the rugged Tacoma, the tenacious Tundra, and the spacious Grand Highlander with all-wheel drive to keep you and yours safe. Hey, you bring the action, we'll bring the traction. Toyota, let's go places. Based on manufacturer's websites as of 10/20/25.
Well, it's a cold Missouri winter night. The Georgia Bulldogs are visiting the Tigers. Chris Gervino joined now by Chuck Dowdle, the longtime analyst for the Georgia Bulldogs, 14 years on the radio with the Dogs, works with Scott Howard, does a great job. Chuck, always good to see you, and it's good to be one of the Georgia announcers this season. How the Dogs look pretty good.
Chris, it's been a great season so far, sitting here at 15-3. Two of those losses were in overtime, and we've got a really talented team that was assembled by Mike White and his staff during the offseason, primarily out of the portal. A couple of true freshmen that he signed. He didn't draft them. And but the team he has put together, they play a different style of basketball than we have played at all during the time that I've been doing this job with Scott. We play a very fast-paced game, up and down the floor, pressing. Try to get turnovers and easy baskets. That's why we're a fairly high-scoring team. I think we're leading the nation in scoring right now. But we've got some really talented kids, and they have blended together fairly quickly and connected, as Mike White likes to say, on the floor, and seem to enjoy playing with each other. And it's made it great. It's made it a lot of fun.
Yeah, it sure seems that way watching from a distance. So what do you expect tonight in this game with Missouri?
You know, I'd like to say that we'd come up with a win. I don't feel quite that confident because we come into face a Missouri team that not only has beaten Florida and Auburn, two of the more talented teams, I think, in the league, but they've also been undefeated here at home. And, when you protect your home court, I always say a great formula for being successful in the SEC in basketball is protect your home court and find a way to steal a couple on the road. And if you can do that, you're in good shape.
You're in good shape. It's a lot easier said than done, but you are absolutely right. It's great to see you. Thank you for a couple minutes here, Chuck.
I got to tell you, thank you for introducing me to your wife. You have really outkicked your coverage.
I admit that readily. No truer words have been spoken, Chuck. Thank you very much. Stay with us, folks, on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
It's game time. As Mizzou Hoops action heats up, there's only one way to cool down: Shock Top Belgian White. So grab your friends and a couple cold ones and toast to the thrill of college basketball. Shock Top Belgian White. Shock your world. This refreshing beer brings a burst of citrus to your glass, making it the perfect choice for cheering on the Mizzou Tigers. Whether you're courtside or couchside, Shock Top Belgian White is a slam dunk for all the nail-biting buzzer beaters and unforgettable alley-oops. Shock Top, official craft beer sponsor of the Missouri Tigers. Please enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, Shock Top Brewing Company, Portland, Oregon.
The Missouri Laborers Union and their contractors build our communities. Chances are your church, school, grocery store, or gas station was built by contractors using union laborers. They take great pride in their work and accomplishments and love to go by an old project and say, I built that. The men and women of the Missouri Laborers Union and their contractors, taking pride in building our communities. Go to buildunion.com for more information. That's buildunion.com.
From Stewart to Gates, Sunvold to Mitchell, Mizzou fans have always dreamed big. And at Multiply Credit Union, we're proud to keep that spirit alive. We're bringing fans across Tiger Nation better rates, real rewards, and accounts built to back their goals every step of the way. This isn't banking as usual, it's banking multiplied. Grow together, live fully, be more. Multiply Credit Union, the official credit union of Mizzou Athletics.
We have a simple formula at Shelter Insurance. Provide personalized coverage at great rates, with local agents to help you choose the coverage you need. And if the unexpected happens, fulfill our promise to be there when you need us most. For the third year in a row, Forbes recognized Shelter Insurance as one of the world's best insurance companies for auto insurance. Find an agent near you at shelterinsurance.com.
On the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Into the paint to the rim for the windmill. Tigers by 21.
Mizzou basketball is brought to you by Great Southern Bank. Understanding what really matters. Member FDIC. This is the Shelter Insurance pregame show.
Missouri and Georgia tonight here at Mizzou Arena. I'm Mike Kelly. Time now for our Bud Light scouting report with Missouri assistant coach Ryan Sharbaugh. I say get up and down the court, and you say who?
Year one, Missouri under Dennis Gates. Also, very much like Georgia this year. So what we see, we say imitation is the best form of flattery, and that's what we see. We see them very, very similar to our year one Missouri team, with how fast they run, how they switch one through five for the most part. They're turning people over. They're full court pressing on makes. They on baseline out of bounds, they run the same baseline out of bounds zone defense. They have the same 2-3 zone that we run. And so we see familiarity. And we know it's an attractive style of play. So managing the game is going to be huge, and taking care of the ball is going to be at the top of the list.
Where is Kane better as a player this year?
So his numbers, we're not going to let them fool you, because he shoots about 50% from three against Missouri. He averages 15 points a game against Missouri. He's just in a bit of a slump right now from the perimeter, 2 for 20 in SEC play. That's not like him. It's going to start to even out. But he seems a lot more comfortable trying to get downhill, be a playmaker, be a scorer off the bounce, off the dribble, as opposed to his first couple years as a catch-and-shoot guy.
And what about Ross and what he brings to this team?
Oh, he's terrific. Aggressive and plays his spot. I think he's 40% from three right now. And so they're just a really well-balanced team. They shoot the ball from three really well, but their pace is what controls everything.
Go get a win, thanks.
M-I-Z.
ZOU, that's Ryan Sharbaugh, and I'm Mike Kelly. When we come back, Dennis Gates, brought to you by the Laborers of Missouri on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
We believe banking should make your life greater. It starts with affordable options to meet today's needs and tomorrow's dreams. From smart account options that fit your style to flexible loans for what comes next. It means convenient ways to access and manage your money whenever you need it and wherever you're headed. Most of all, it takes great support. Someone you can count on for trusted guidance and to be there for you every step of the way. Great options, great convenience, great support. For life, Great Southern Bank. Understanding what really matters. Member FDIC.
It's time to get back into routine that focuses on you. Move better, feel better, simply live better at Wilson's Fitness. Escape reality in the indoor saltwater pool. Detox from the saunas or heat things up with our hot yoga. Wilson's is here to support you, motivate you, and help smash your goals with group fitness classes, personal coaching, and endless amenities. Move better, feel better, simply live better at Wilson's Fitness in Columbia. Visit them at wilsonsfitness.com. Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Every team needs someone who steps up when it counts. You've got the ball, clock's running out. What are you going to do? Will you pass or take the shot? Guys, when an unexpected pregnancy happens, you have a choice. Stay silent or step into your role as a father. Your voice matters. Your presence matters. Vitae Foundation's research proves it. When men speak up with compassion and confidence, women feel supported in choosing life. Learn more at afewgoodmenstudy.com. Brought to you by Vitae Foundation.
Today's game is brought to you by Sleep Number. Enjoy personalized comfort for better sleep night after night. And now the more you buy, the more you save on beds, bases, and more. Limited time. Only at Sleep Number or sleepnumber.com. This is Mizzou basketball from Learfield.
Hey, Tiger fans, Mike Kelly here. When it comes to protecting your home, you've got to have a solid defense. That's why I count on Helitech waterproofing and foundation repair. For nearly 40 years, Helitech has been keeping homes healthy, foundations strong, and blocking water. Their team of experts play every job like it's the championship game with skill, precision, and pride. Inspections are free, so make your next move at HelitechOnline.com. Helitech, where the best defense starts below the floor.
Heal your home with Helitech.
On the court, it's speed, precision, connection. Off the court, Brightspeed delivers the same. 100% fiber internet, award-winning speeds, always unlimited data. Stream the game, replay the highlights, video call with the crew. No data caps, no limits, just fiber that keeps up. Brightspeed Fiber Internet, proud partner of Mizzou Athletics. Learn more at brightspeed.com/lovefiber.
Mike Kelly at Mizzou Arena, Missouri, taking on Georgia tonight. We get a chance to visit with Tigers head coach Dennis Gates, brought to you by the Laborers of Missouri. How difficult is the turnaround from a preparation standpoint when you play on the road on Saturday, have to take Sunday off, and then play again on Tuesday?
Well, we got to keep going at it. You got to sort of pound the nail, get through your knick-knack injuries, understand once the conference season starts, it's preparing you to win 3 or 4 games in a row in March at the conference tournament. So these turnarounds, these guys have played AAU. We just got to fight through it mentally and emotionally and not allow it to lag us down.
Let me ask one more question regarding, though, the preparation, particularly for your coaches, though, trying to prepare for another team, watching tape and things like that.
Late nights, early mornings. I'll tell you this, they better drink some coffee. But our guys work hard. They work tirelessly in preparation, and they're good coaches, man. And the one thing I would tell you, I just want to thank their families publicly, because sometimes dad and husband isn't at home. They're in the office, and they're working hard trying to prepare our team.
What has been the focus with your team since the game at LSU?
Less than self-inflicted wounds. I think we hurt ourselves on minimal things that was out of the opponent's control and more of our control. So those small things that we have to do, we got to concentrate on and make sure we don't hurt ourselves.
Just a thought on the way Jaden Stone is playing right now and what he brings to your team?
Well, the experience speaks for itself. Whenever you've averaged double digits, close to 20-plus points a game in your college career for a season, being at the top of the scouting report, that's tremendous. In addition to that, basketball IQ, playing younger age in Australia, and obviously playing here in the States and grassroots. He's a tremendous young man. It's unfortunate we've been without him for the games of his hand injury, but it's great to have him back.
This is a team that you play tonight that averages almost 100 points a game.
They have done a tremendous job. Mark White's a great coach. Obviously, we've had battles. There's no doubt this will be a tough game, a top 25 opponent. We got to be able to match everything that they give and play great defense without fouling.
Wilkinson is a guy you saw a year ago when he came here against Cal. Just a thought on him as an offensive player.
Dynamic guard, great shooter, great scorer. always have the green light, but his radar is always on. He is prolific at what he does. May be small, but he is a big punch when it comes down to his offensive efficiency.
To win, what must you do?
Well, we got to take care of the basketball. We got to be able to knock down free throws. We got to defend without fouling both the paint, because their guards are great at it, but in addition to being great at it, they're great shooters. So they have a balance of shooting and driving that we got to make sure we're constantly communicating. And transition-wise, we got to keep them out of transition, and we got to be able to have great shot selection.
Go get a dub. Thanks.
Thanks, MIZ.
ZOU, that's Dennis Gates, and I'm Mike Kelly. Starting lineups and opening tip-off next on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
A message about safe driving from University of Missouri head basketball coach Dennis Gates.
Basketball requires everyone to be responsible teammates. Driving requires the same exact thing. Crashes can be avoided by practicing safe driving habits. Please leave all distractions aside. Once you're behind that wheel, that is your number one priority. Buckle up, phone down. Slow down, drive sober.
Brought to you by Save Mo Lives.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why our agents work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service, satisfied customers, and a plan for you. Isn't it time to check Shelter out? Find an agent near you at shelterinsurance.com. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Quirk Hard Seltzer is a proud partner of Mizzou Athletics. With a winning lineup of flavors including Breakout, Stars, Cherry Blossom and Lime, and Strawberry Lemon and Basil, Quirk packs a tiger's paw-sized punch of award-winning flavor made with real fruit juice. Crack a Quirk, Missouri's hard seltzer, when rooting on MIZ this season. 90 calories per 12-ounce serving, gluten-free. Quirk Hard Seltzer, crafted by Boulevard Brewing Company, born and brewed Missouri. Must be 21 plus. Please enjoy responsibly.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. JD Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store and online. And now, the more you buy, the more you save on beds, bases, and more. Limited time. For JD Power 2025 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
Today's game is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Protect your home and auto. Save when you bundle. Get a quote at Progressive.com. This is Mizzou Basketball from Learfield.
It's time to get back into routine that focuses on you. Move better, feel better, simply live better at Wilson's Fitness. Escape reality in the indoor saltwater pool. Detox from the saunas or heat things up with our hot yoga. Wilson's is here to support you, motivate you, and help smash your goals with group fitness classes, personal coaching, and endless amenities. Move better, feel better, simply live better at Wilson's Fitness in Columbia. Visit them at wilsonsfitness.com.
Dear Winter, Toyota can't get enough of you. Because Toyota's got 25 vehicles with available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive. And that's more than any other auto brand. From the versatile RAV4 to the Svelte Crown, the sleek Camry all-wheel drive, the Corolla Hybrid all-wheel drive, the rugged Tacoma, the tenacious Tundra, and the spacious Grand Highlander with all-wheel drive to keep you and yours safe. Hey, you bring the action, we'll bring the traction. Toyota, let's go places. Based on manufacturer's websites as of 10/20/25.
Echoing from every corner of the Show Me State. It's time.
On the run, Mitchell for the plus, Missouri by 20.
For Tiger basketball.
Step back three, left wing on the way. Good. Splashed it in. It's 98-83 Missouri. To the left wing off the bounce from three. Bang! Number 4 goes down.
This is a special place.
Drive against Condon to the rim. For a two-handed jam, and he got fouled. Cruz will drive to the right block. Hanging. He flushed it. 2 on the shot clock. Deep three. Bang! Missouri has knocked off 3 top 5 teams in the same season.
Mizzou Basketball is brought to you by Central Bank. Show your swagger with a Tiger checking card from Central Bank. And by Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Now with the call of the game, here's Chris Gervino and the voice of the Tigers, Mike Kelly.
Georgia being introduced, blue cane at one guard, Jordan Ross at the other. Jeremiah Wilkinson, who came off the bench last year for Cal in this building against Missouri and scored 19. He starts at the third guard position. Cannon Ketchings at a forward and Santos Cyril at center. Lights are out, video rolling. Let's join in.
And now, the starting lineup for your Missouri Tigers. A 6'3" junior guard from Tallahassee, Florida, number 0, Anthony Robinson II. A 7-foot senior center from Dayton, Ohio, number 15, Sean Phillips Jr. A 6'4" graduate guard from Perth, Australia, number 17, Jaden Stone. A 6'8" graduate guard from Hilliard, Florida, number 35, Jacob Cruz. And a 6'9" senior forward from Kansas City, Kansas, number 25, Mark Mitchell.
Before the opening tip, we pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Mizzou Basketball on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield. Tonight in the SEC, LSU is at Florida and getting beaten 74-55 with about 3 minutes to play in that game. South Carolina at home against Oklahoma. Gamecocks with 23 seconds to play leads 79-74. Later, Vanderbilt will play at Arkansas, Auburn at Ole Miss. Missouri 3-2 in the SEC, hosting the Georgia Bulldogs, also 3-2 in the Southeastern Conference. Great crew that will work the game tonight. Pat Adams, Courtney Green, and also James Breeding. As we look to our left to the students section, Christopher, it is almost filled to capacity.
Yeah, it's great to see. The kids are back for the first day of classes this semester. I asked many of them, including some of the Ellers, how it went, and they said they survived the first day. And I said, you're one day closer to the end of the semester now. But they've got to make a difference here at home. Missouri's been great. 11-0 at home, 29-2 at home the last 2 years. Only George Mason of the well over 300 Division I teams have won more home games than Missouri the last 2 seasons. So hopefully that trend continues, Mike, for the Tigers to protect home court and get to 4-2 in conference play.
365 Division I teams, and Georgia leads all in scoring, averaging 96 points per game, but only 88 in 5 SEC games. They come in 27 in the NCAA net rankings. Missouri 67. This is a quad 1 game and an opportunity for the Tigers to improve their resume and continue their success in this building.
Think of what you said, only 88 in conference games, because we know how much tougher it is to score at will, and Georgia's still near 90 in the SEC, which is really impressive in this league. Of course, the number 1 scoring offense, Georgia. Missouri, the number 1 scoring defense in the SEC in conference games, allowing 74 points. So something's got to give tonight. We'll see which style of play wins out.
Missouri in SEC play scoring 74 but allowing 74, being out-rebounded in league play by 2. Tigers make 49% of their shots from the field in the SEC, 36 from 3, but just 66 from the free throw line. Georgia 88 points, they allow 87. being out-rebounded 44-37 in conference play. 44% from the field, 33 from three, and 74% from the foul line. Slight delay as we await the folks from television to join us.
And Georgia has gone the distance more than a few times. 3 overtime games already. 2 losses to Clemson and Ole Miss, and a win over Auburn. So they're 15-3, and 2 of the 3 losses to quality opponents, Clemson, Ole Miss, in overtime. So settle in. A late start could be a long game the way this team has the tendency to play, it seems, this season, the Georgia Bulldogs.
Still 2 minutes and 38 seconds to play in the Florida LSU game, in Florida with a 76-57 lead. Meanwhile, 9 seconds to play in Columbia, South Carolina, 83-76, and I believe the delay is waiting for that first game to come to an end. They could have opted for a 10-minute slide, and once again, this is where television dictates more than it should.
Oklahoma.
No reason why you couldn't tip this game and start it on an other network.
Oklahoma in danger of falling to 1-5 coming in here Saturday afternoon for another road game after apparently about to go down to defeat at South Carolina. How about Florida, about to be 5-1 in the league? So that conference season opening win for Missouri looks even better now as Florida's about to be 5-1. And of course, Missouri handing the Gators on opening night in conference play January 3rd. Their only SEC loss thus far. And Mike, their guards are hitting shots now much better than they were against Missouri. They look like a real contender again for the SEC title as they were picked to win it in the preseason poll.
Crowd standing. They're just wondering what's going on. No one's made an announcement, but it's all waiting for the television network to become clear. What about last night's national championship game? Congratulations to the Indiana Hoosiers. What a special story and a great season.
Hard to believe. I mean, 2 years for Kirk Cignetti after moving up from James Madison. What a complete team. We saw that yesterday. Offense, defense, special teams certainly contributing to a win over Miami. And what a great kid and player that Heisman Trophy winning quarterback Fernando Mendoza proved to be. What a run he had on that 4th down call, the quarterback draw, the great call from the coaching staff, and then the execution by the Hoosiers to win it over a very good and tough Miami squad.
Miami really hurt themselves with a number of critical penalties in key moments of that game, but you got to tip the cap to the Big Ten. Clearly the best conference without question in college football now.
Well, and they've been very good at the top. 3 different national champions the last 3 years. Of course, Michigan, Ohio State, and who would have seen Indiana coming a few years ago? It shows you, though, it can be done. I mean, it really can be done because Indiana was nothing special in football just a few years ago, and now they're at the top of the mountain.
Well, it looks like we're ready to try and tip it again. Folks in front of us looking around saying, well, what's going on? Surreal will jump center for Georgia. Against Phillips for Missouri to toss it. Pat Adams, and we are underway. Tip control in the backcourt by Anthony Robinson. The junior from Tallahassee on the logo comes into the front court. Handling the ball, throws it on the left side, taken by Mitchell. Mitchell towards the left wing. Double team on the sideline. Ball deflected and taken away by Georgia. He got weak with the ball, and Georgia took advantage as Catchings just ripped it away from him. Right side, Wilkinson sends it left side between the circles, taken by Jordan Ross. Hands off for Kane, reverses it middle of the floor, taken by Wilkinson. Right side of the key, now left side of the key, open 3 over Mitchell goes down. 3-0 Georgia.
Well, there you go. That's exactly what Georgia has done and wants to do. Turn over the opponent and score.
Now Missouri turns it over under token pressure. Blue Kane, left side of the basket, lays it up and in. Full court pressure. Mitchell gets it into Jaden Stone like that. Less than a minute in, it's 5-0 in favor of the Bulldogs. Robinson comes into the front court, guarded by Ross. Middle of the floor on the logo for Mark Mitchell. Leaves it for Stone, interchanges with Mitchell. Stone, middle of the floor on the logo, guarded by Catchings on the switch. Right wing towards the corner. Robinson, quick 3, missed it. Rebound Blue Can to Georgia. Georgia comes left to right, leading 5-0. Kane, right side of the lane. Had the ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Phillips or Cruz of Missouri. Nonetheless, Georgia keeps it inbounded on the baseline with 18:48 to play in the first half.
Easier said than done, but surprising. Missouri in the first 30 seconds fell behind 5-0 the way it did with back-to-back turnovers. I know it's hard to simulate the speed and full court pressure, but this is what Georgia does. It's a big change from past teams they've had.
Baseline right to inbound at Ross. Left corner taken by Wilkinson. A 3 over Cruz. Pen ball's out. Rebound Stone of Missouri. Tigers down by 5 as they throw it ahead to Robinson on the left side, comes into the front court. Catchings guarding him. Robinson towards the left wing. Probing with the ball, now fans outside towards the circle. Comes with a drive left side, fouled by Catchings on the drive with a reach. So Cannon Catchings picks up the personal foul. A transfer from BYU. It's 6'9" and 220. Mizzou will inbound on the sideline left in the front court. Ross will guard the ball. Robinson to trigger. 18:31 to play in the first half. 5-0 Georgia. Crowd continues to stand awaiting Mizzou's first points. Stone takes the inbounds, hand back to Robinson. Right of the logo. Right baseline. Mitchell open for the dunk, and Missouri cuts the lead to 5-2. Ross in transition. Flip it outside for Catchings on the right wing. Middle of the floor. Taken by Wilkinson. Guarded by Stone behind a Cyril pick. Outside Catchings on the right wing. Left wing Kane. Ball fake to the left elbow. Now right wing Ross. Right corner Wilkinson. Had it poked out of bounds by Robinson. Missouri will not get possession. It stays with Georgia with 9 on the shot clock and 18:04 to play in the first half. They lead it 5-2.
Part of the reason Georgia scores so many points, they share the ball too. Really unselfish team. You've watched them play, as I've been able to a little on television. They are unselfish and very willing and able passers.
Missouri coming off of a game where they had only 7 assists in the game. To inbound at Ross. Ross near the right corner in the front court. Floats it in inside the arc. Cyril hands it to Ross. Curls it into the paint. Left hand of the basket. Missed it. Rebound Cyril. Lost it off the backboard. Got it back. Then poked out of bounds off his leg. And back to Missouri. Full court pressure by the Dogs, who lead 5-2. 17:57 to play in the first half. Mitchell gets it in the backcourt for Robinson. Works against Wilkinson, who backs off a bit. Anthony from right to left in the front court, right of the logo. Middle of the floor for Mitchell. Mitchell guarded by Catchings. Handling the ball with the right hand, sliding towards the right wing. Deeper wing right for Anthony Robinson. Robinson trying to post Phillips, missed him. Throws it outside to Mitchell. Shot clock at 8. Mitchell top the key. Left elbow, left wing Cruz. Ball fake to the left baseline. 3 on the shot clock, not aware. Free throw line Phillips. Strong bounce, doesn't get it off. Pinball out on the shot, and Missouri turns it over, trailing 5-2.
The Tigers, I agree with you, Mike, didn't have any idea how low that shot clock was, and too little too late for Phillips with that entry pass from Cruz.
5-2 is the Georgia lead. They've got the ball just about 3 minutes in. Ross to the right side, handed outside for Kane. Reverse it left of the logo, taken by Wilkinson. Behind a Cyril pick, middle of the floor. Deep 3 off the bounce. Missed it off the rim. Rebound Cyril on the baseline. Ripped it away from Mitchell, and Phillips powers it up and draws contact and the personal foul. That was just 1-2 there. He took it away from both Missouri players.
Yeah, and that's going to be good to watch Cyril against Phillips of Missouri. Cyril is really athletic, a tall, lean player, 6'11", sophomore from Nigeria, but man, he can jump, and he just goes and gets that basketball, be it defending as a big shot blocker, one of the top in the country, averaging 3 a game, or scoring the ball or rebounding the ball. He is just nonstop motorized player.
Cyril makes the free throw. Dylan James comes in. Also, Smurf Melinder comes in. First name Marcus, goes by Smurf, only 5'11". Next free throw from Cyril goes down. 7-2 in favor of the Bulldogs. Inbounds pass taken by Robinson. Bounce it middle of the floor in the backcourt for Mitchell. Ahead for Stone. Comes into the front court. Stone right side of the key. Leaves it outside Mitchell. Reverse to the left side. Robinson inside the arc. Cut off on the left wing. To the top of the key. Gets to the right elbow to the right wing. Floats it outside Stone. Stone away from the arc. Right side of the key. Left wing Cruz. Deep 3 from the sideline. Splashes in.
Good result for Jacob Cruz. He's not shot it well in conference play, Mike. Just 4 of 15 from 3. Maybe that'll help him get started.
7-5 Georgia. Melinder with the ball towards the left side of the court. Between the circles, handling the ball. Right side between the circles, Kane. To the right wing. Inside the arc towards the baseline. Bounce it to Cyril. Now gets it back. Curls it to the elbow. Left baseline. Caught on the baseline. Trying to throw it outside and throwing it away was Dylan James as he tried to get Kane back on the right wing. Had an opportunity on the baseline, instead kicked it out. T.O. Baird will come in for Missouri. Trent Pierce will come in for Mizzou. Tigers did not have the lead over the course of 40 minutes on the road against LSU. Got within 3 in the second half after falling behind by 14. Chance to tie or take the lead on this possession as Robinson and Phillips sit down. So a smaller lineup for Missouri with Pierce, Mitchell, and Jacob Cruz joining Stone and T.O. Barrett in the backcourt. Barrett comes into the front court to left of the logo, guarded by Millender. Handling the ball with the left hand. Drop it behind the back to the left elbow. Right side of the key, Mitchell. Jab step now, drives Cyril. Right wing. Pierce at 3 is open. He bangs it home, and Missouri takes an 8-7 lead.
He's been so good since he's come on from injury after missing all the non-conference games. Pierce and Barrett, the two off the bench, get the most minutes after the starting 5. Those are their top 7 clearly.
Kane driving left side of the lane around Cruz to the block. Throws it left corner. James handling the ball, picked up by Pierce, gets into the paint, jump hook off the back of the rim, rebound tapped, run down on the right side, taken by Georgia, throwing it outside is Stagg, who's in for the first time. Catches from the right corner, Stagg with an air ball from 3, pulled down by Pierce of Missouri. Outlet to T.O. Barrett, who throws it ahead to Mitchell in the front court on the left wing. Will drive Cyril into the paint to the right side of the lane. Leans in back middle, jump hook good. Missouri leads it 10-7. Tigers in the midst of a 8-0 run. Millender right side between the circles. Middle of the floor guarded by Stone. Right side, James has it guarded by Pierce of Missouri. Back outside, Millender on the logo. Millender holds, dribbles left of the logo. Shot clock at 10. Millender away from the arc. 9 on the shot clock. Spinning towards the left sideline with 7. Now left side of the key. Left wing. Wilkinson drives baseline. 3 on the shot clock hanging. Tough shot goes down over Cruz.
Well, he really did a good job hanging in the air to give himself a look with Cruz near him.
10-9 Mizzou. Tigers with the ball. 14:40 to play. Next head ball, the under 16. Barrett to the right elbow, to the right side of the lane, to the block. Pivots back outside. Guarded by James. Pivots to the baseline. Blocked by James off of Barrett. Pulled down by Dylan James. Outlet. Stagg flips it to the trailer. Coming into the front court, Millender on the left side. Crossover around Barrett to the left block. Pivots outside. Looks, throws it top of the key. Cyril. Cyril holds the ball. Puts it on the deck now. Hands it outside to Millender. Millender to the top of the key to the right elbow. Left wing, James is open, drives left baseline, cut off by Stone, falling down, flips the ball up, controlled by Mitchell. At the top of the key as he comes right to left in the front court. Right wing Stone, catch and shoot 3 off the back of the rim. Rebound Pierce on the block, lost the ball, pulled down by James. 13:54 to play, Missouri by 1, Georgia with the ball. Kane, left baseline, Stagg an open 3. Rims in, Georgia takes the 12-10 lead.
6.5 minutes nearly gone by without a break in terms of a media timeout. So these players are really out there for a while now.
Pierce left side between the circles, throws it middle of the floor. Mitchell now right wing away from the arc for Barrett, guarded by Kane. Right block, Mark Mitchell turns to the baseline. Throws it left corner for Cruz, but he threw it out of bounds. Turnover takes us to the under 16 timeout. 13:26 to play in the first half. Georgia leads Missouri 12-10 on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
At Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, we are proud to be chosen by our neighbors and recognized by Forbes as one of America's best insurance companies. Awarded for the dependable coverage we've been providing for generations, including 75 years of life insurance to protect Missouri families. Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance. We've got Missouri covered.
Hi, I'm Nick Rector, and I'm proud to be part of this community. For all your insurance needs, call me at 573-449-5739.
Tales of the Tigers.
Denman one bounce deep. He made it!
Are told here. This is Mizzou basketball from Learfield.
At Mediacom, we believe no matter where you live or work, you should have access to fast, reliable internet. That's why we're one of the first in the nation to bring gig speeds to every customer we serve. Why we invest billions of dollars into our network. And it's why you can always count on Mediacom to deliver 99.99% network reliability. The fact is, it doesn't matter where you are. With Mediacom, you're always moving forward. Network reliability based on the 2022 Mediacom Executive Summary Outage Exception Report.
From Stewart to Gates, Sunvold to Mitchell, Mizzou fans have always dreamed big. And at Multiply Credit Union, we're proud to keep that spirit alive. We're bringing fans across Tiger Nation better rates, real rewards, and accounts built to back their goals every step of the way. This isn't banking as usual, it's banking multiplied. Grow together, live fully, be more. Multiply Credit Union, the official credit union of Mizzou Athletics.
Back at Mizzou Arena in Columbia, Missouri trailing by the score of 12-10 against the Georgia Bulldogs. And this is the 23rd meeting between the two. Mizzou leads the overall series 12-10. Mizzou Athletics would like to thank its premier partners of the Diamond Club, MU Healthcare, Shelter Insurance, and Multiply Credit Union.
Luke Northweather checks into the ball game. He's only played in 3 conference games so far, has not played in 2 others. Sebastian Mack, for example, another one, has only played in 2 conference games thus far. Did get in at LSU, but did not play for 3 conference games. So Dennis Gates still tinkering. Guys like Mack and Northweather, albeit with injuries to some of the other squad members, played a lot of minutes, right, in non-conference play. Mack started several games, but here's a chance now for Northweather early tonight.
Luke's got to not be afraid to pull the trigger on the offensive end because he is a shooter, and they want him to realize that. Throw it outside between the circles. Wilkinson has it for Georgia, guarded by Stone of Missouri. Catchings on the right wing, drives around Pierce to the block, who grabs him and fouls him trying to strip the ball. Trent Pierce picks up the personal foul, second team foul against Missouri.
Catchings at 6'9", took a couple of long strides, and Pierce was really backtracking and just had to grab him as a defender, fouling the man.
So to the free throw line, Cannon Catchings out of Brownsburg, Indiana. 92% free throw shooter, missed the first. Anthony Robinson comes in, Jaden Stone sits down.
Robinson's really got to get going, Mike, and get his team going. Just was out of it against LSU. Didn't play as many minutes as his backup Barrett did. And early exit here tonight. Now another chance.
Hasn't been in double figures since the Florida game. In the backcourt, Pierce will bring it right to left in the front court. Pierce towards the left wing, handling the ball, guarded by Abson, who's in for the first time for Georgia. Middle of the floor taken by Mitchell, guarded by Catchings. Mitchell towards the right side of the court, hands it to Barrett. Barrett cut off by Catchings. Right sideline, Robinson, guarded by Millender. Shot clock at 12. Not a lot of movement away from the ball. Tip of the logo, Barrett. Shot clock at 7. Barrett trying to break down Catchings to the right elbow. Leans back, scoop it. Left hand off the glass, missed it. Rebound pulled down by Catchings. Cannon Catchings around Barrett into the front court on the right side. Georgia with a 13-10 lead. Right baseline, coming outside with the ball. Trying to go baseline, handling the ball. Wilkins, middle of the floor. Millender, ball fake, drives to the left elbow. Now throws it into the paint. Off the hands of the intended target. Absent, pulled down by Mitchell. Missouri with the ball down by 3. Right to left, Mitchell in the front court. Right wing Barrett. Barrett inside the arc to the elbow. Left wing Robinson. Left corner Northweather. Ball fake, drives to the rim. Gives it up. Right wing for Barrett. Here comes the 3 that he missed it. Luke's got to jam that.
Yeah, Barrett's not a good three-point shooter, and Luke had a chance to hammer it home.
Top of the key, Wilkinson gets it to Wilkins to the right baseline. Fade away over Northweather, goes down. 15-10 is the Georgia lead.
A big change of possession there with a missed shot by Missouri, and Georgia cashing in quickly at the other end.
T.O. Barrett behind a Mitchell screen to the right sideline. Kicks it outside Pierce, right of the logo. Reverse to the left of the logo, Robinson. Guarded by Wilkinson. Middle of the floor taken by Mark Mitchell. Mitchell holds top of the key. 10 on the shot clock. Trying to break down the defender. Gets left side of the lane. Scoop it. Missed it. Rebound Georgia. Running Millender. Throws it ahead. Wilkins left side. Had it stripped out of bounds. Off his leg and back to Missouri. With 11:27 to play in the first half. Georgia by 5 on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
You could call it swagger. You could call it a vibe. You could call it confidence. You could call it cool. Or you could call it exactly as it is, Tiger Pride. Show your Mizzou spirit with the Tiger Checking Card, only from Central Bank. Sign up today at tigerchecking.com. Central Bank. Strong roots, endless possibilities. Member FDIC.
Oh, did you get us switched over to shelter insurance?
Actually, I found a deal online.
You did? Does your deal come with award-winning customer service?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Does the deal include a local agent?
Doesn't actually say.
Can we create a customized plan that fits our needs? Let's just call the local shelter agent.
For insurance that fits just right, find a shelter agent near you. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
At Mizzou Arena in Columbia, Georgia leads Missouri thanks to an 8-0 run, 15-10. First State Community Bank believes in bigger goals and a bigger impact. That's why they bring you Threes for a Cause. For every Mizzou three-pointer, they make a donation to the Boys and Girls Club to support kids in our local communities. First State Community Bank, where your financial goals and community support take center court. Georgia up on top of, Georgia leads Missouri. Arkansas rolling over Vanderbilt early, 11-2.
Boy, Arkansas is talented this season, and in that building down there at Bud Walton, they can really get it going. I'm sure a big crowd there. And Vanderbilt started 16-0. They've dropped 2 in a row and in danger of losing a third straight on the road in Fayetteville.
LSU is losing 79-57 at Florida. South Carolina beat Oklahoma 85-76. Tigers to inbound it. Pierce gets it into Barrett. Double team comes in the backcourt. Bounce it to Pierce. He'll bring it right to left. Chased by Catchings as he comes into the front court. Robinson right of the logo between the circles. Catchings has him on the switch. Robinson to the right elbow. Gets to the left elbow. Falling down with the dribble on his knees. Hands it outside Pierce. Tips it to Phillips. Now hands to Stone left side of the key. Top of the key. Left wing Robinson an open three. Missed it. Didn't follow it. Now does follow it. Gets it back. Scoop it to Phillips off his hands. Runs it down on the right baseline. Throws it outside Pierce. Catch and shoot three. Missed it. Rebound Blue Cane on the left sideline in front of the Georgia bench. Left to right comes Kane, and the Bulldogs leading by 5 in the midst of an 8-0 run. Kane on the right side, guarded by Robinson. Flip it outside, bringing it Ross to the middle of the floor. He leaves it to Wilkinson, left of the logo. Behind a surreal pick to the left hash mark. Now to the top of the key with the right hand. Free throw line, bounce it right baseline. Ross to the block, stripped by Barrett, picked up by Robinson. Right to left comes Mizzou. Down 5. Right wing Stone, an open three. Missed it. Rebound Kane. Throw it ahead in front of the pack. Catchings tipped out of bounds by Stone. LSU will have it on the baseline under their basket, leading by 5 with 10:20 to play in the first half.
Good hustle by Stone to get back, because it sure looked like Catchings was going to be all alone there as he was ahead of the pack. Missouri as a team late to get back, but Stone got there at the last minute to knock it away and save a bucket.
Ross left baseline, hands it in, left block Cannon. Catchings, or outside to Cannon. Catchings, who knocks down a three on a pass from Blue Cane, who caught it on the left block.
Defense just didn't look awake there, Mike.
Now Missouri turns it over on the press once again. Stone trying to get the ball to Robinson, throws it to the Missouri bench out of bounds. 18-10 is the Georgia lead. Sebastian Mack with a heavily taped left wrist and hand comes in for Missouri. Mark Mitchell returns. T.O. Barrett will sit down, and Trent Pierce sits down. 18-4, Arkansas over Vanderbilt. Ross, baseline left. Throws it right corner, Wilkinson. Right side of the key, Catchings. Guarded by Stone. Fans outside beyond 3 with the left-hand dribble. Trying to break him down off the dribble. Gets to the right block with a long stride. Lost the ball. Gets it back in the paint. Double dribbles. Pat Adams stops play. Talking to James Breeding. Was it an inadvertent whistle?
That
I
would
think
be
it was.
my guess. Yeah, he tapped himself on the chest as if it was an inadvertent whistle.
So Ross will inbound baseline left. 10 minutes to play in the half. Georgia by 8.
Yep.
Left wing, Cyril. Pivots against Phillips, outside for Kane. Kane guarded by Stone. Left-hand dribble towards the left wing. Deep three off the bounce, missed it. Long rebound comes to Mark Mitchell. Leaves it for Robinson. Right to left comes Mizzou, trailing by 8. Mitchell right side of the key, guarded by Catchings. Middle of the floor, flip it outside for Robinson. Handling the ball at the top of the key, now taken by Mack on a weave. Mack to the left elbow. Right wing Robinson dribbles towards the baseline to the block under the basket, runs into Cyril and steps out of bounds. Cyril held his ground. Robinson ran into him and the momentum took him out of bounds. Missouri turns it over once again on 11-0 Georgia run as they get the ball back. It's back into the game, Dylan James.
Cyril's really good back there, that last line of defense. In fact, Coach Dennis Gates said he thinks he's the SEC Defensive Player of the Year, at least at this point early in conference play. He's been that good individually defensively for Georgia.
Also second in the country with 51 dunks on the season. Ross on the left wing beyond 3. Top of the key, Cyril. Hands it to Ross. Ross, the St. Mary's transfer. To the left wing, to the left block. Jump stop, puts it off the glass, missed it badly. Rebound, Mack right to left, runs Missouri 2-on-1. Mack to the left side of the lane, went for a jump stop, traveled as he lost his footing and fell down at the left block.
It looks like that might have been a wet spot on the floor if it wasn't before. It is now after Mack went down, but a couple of the managers out with towels mopping it up. So 7 Missouri turnovers. Georgia's not been great with the ball either. 6 turnovers of their own, but they lead it by 8 at 18-10. They're shooting it better than the Missouri Tigers are, both from the field and three-point range thus far.
Missouri 0 for its last 8 from the field. Into the front court comes Ross towards the right wing, guarded by Robinson. Curls around him with a left-hand dribble to the free throw line. Left wing Wilkinson, guarded by Stone. Dribbles with the right hand to the left elbow. Pull back 15-footer, good. 20-10 Georgia with 8:56 to play in the half. Georgia's guards just taking advantage of Missouri's guards right now. Into the front court comes Sebastian Mack on the logo. Guarded by Ross towards the left side. Bounce it inside the arc for Mark Mitchell, guarded by Kane. Trying to break him down off the dribble to the elbow. Right corner Robinson tips it right wing Stone. Ball fake. Left side of the key. Mack catch and shoot 3. Missed it. Rebound run down by Stone in the left corner. Here comes a 3 from him. Missed it. Rebound Kane. Tigers now 3 of 9 from 3. Into the front court comes Kane. Check that 3 of 11 from 3 for Missouri. Kane handling the ball, almost walk, kicks it left side. Ross now flip it outside. Coming middle of the floor, Wilkinson. Wilkinson at the top of the key to the left elbow. Top of the key, Cyril, shot clock 10. Kane catches it, dribbles around Phillips to the right side. High off the glass, missed it. Controlled by Mitchell, right to left comes Missouri. And a stoppage in play. A foul on Cyril, I believe. Cyril now with some words with Phillips. Courtney Green is sending both teams to their bench, and they're going to review it. Cyril was kicked out of the game against Florida, missed the entire second half. Fouled out of a couple of the other games that they lost this year. He and Phillips did not like what one another did on that exchange under the basket. So Pat Adams and Courtney Green will head to the replay monitor as we move to the under 8 timeout with 7:59 to play in the first half. Georgia by 10 on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
We know the prep, the grit, the determination, even the pregame pep talks. We know what it takes to compete. Upping our game day in and day out for the best care. The latest treatment options. And the strongest training programs to get and keep athletes at their best. MU Healthcare Sports Medicine. Because we're competitors too.
Today's game is brought to you by Sleep Number. Enjoy personalized comfort for better sleep night after night. And now the more you buy, the more you save on beds, bases, and more. Limited time. Only at Sleep Number or sleepnumber.com. This is Mizzou basketball from Learfield.
Save time when you shop online with Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes it easy to order groceries online through our app or Hy-Vee.com. Pickup is always free. And if you have a Perks Plus membership, you get free delivery and free express pickup. Shop online with Hy-Vee and you can create and save grocery lists. Shop the sales and get fuel savers. Talk about convenience. Order groceries online today. Check out Hy-Vee.com or download the Hy-Vee app.
From Stewart to Gates, Sunvold to Mitchell, Mizzou fans have always dreamed big. And at Multiply Credit Union, we're proud to keep that spirit alive. We're bringing fans across Tiger Nation better rates, real rewards, and accounts built to back their goals every step of the way. This isn't banking as usual, it's banking multiplied. Grow together, live fully, be more. Multiply Credit Union, the official credit union of Mizzou Athletics.
$7:59 to play in the first half, 20-10 in favor of the Georgia Bulldogs. Pat Adams, after review, talking to the official scores. It looked like it could be a flagrant one against Santos Cyril. We'll hear from him.
After the review, the play will be upgraded to a flagrant one foul. Zero White will shoot 2 free throws. White will have the ball out of bounds.
So Cyril picks up the flagrant one. 2 free throws for Anthony Robinson. The Laborers Union and the Contractors, a winning team that together creates a foundation worth building on. For more information, visit buildunion.com.
Just not a smart play. Obviously not a clean play by Cyril, the flagrant foul. They're up by 10. Maybe this gets Missouri going because Missouri's offense has not been good, Mike, through the first 12 minutes.
Yeah, 4 of 15 from the field. Let me correct myself. 2 of 10 from 3. Way too many threes taken by Missouri early. Robinson with a pair of free throws for Mizzou. Jacob Cruz was going to come in. They're holding him at the scores table. Dennis Gates elected not to insert him into the lineup. So to inbound it, Mark Mitchell, full court pressure, James guarding the ball. Absent in, replacing Cyril, who picked up the foul. Robinson double team, middle of the floor in the backcourt under the basket. Mitchell throws it ahead, sideline. Mack brings it into the front court, gets into the paint, left side, little floater. Missed it, rebound Absent. Outlet, here comes Millender. Throw it ahead on the left side. Handling the ball to the trailer. Stagg gets it outside to Millender. Brings it back middle of the floor. Actually, Bailey in for the first time. Absent to Bailey on the left wing. Bailey holds, throws it back outside, taken by Millender. Behind a pick from Absent to the top of the key. Gets into the paint. Pull back little jumper. Missed it. Rebound tapped out. Tapped by Absent. Pulled down by Georgia. Losing it off the dribble, though, was Justin Bailey. To turn it over, give it back to Mizzou, who trails by 8 with 7:22 to play in the first half. Phillips will come out. Cruz comes in. Mitchell inbound. On the sideline in the backcourt. Gets it into Anthony Robinson. Double team comes. Floats it ahead. Coming to the front court, Mitchell. Mitchell to the left elbow into the paint. Lost it on the way to the basket. Knocked out of bounds by Georgia with 7:16 to play.
Yeah, he just lost the handle of it, no doubt. Good call by you and the officials. Just went out of bounds. Luckily, hit a Georgia player on the way out. But Mark's got to be a little stronger with that ball. Usually he's a little better, more determined to get to the goal. Tigers are just not alive offensively yet in this game. We credit Georgia's defense, but Missouri's got to get it going here. We're 13 minutes into play.
Too much one-on-one play, would you agree?
Yeah, there's just not enough ball movement or player movement.
Barrett, right baseline inbound. Throws it outside, leaping grab. Sebastian Mack takes it. Mack, middle of the floor on the logo. Handling the ball. Guarded by the Georgia player. Bailey, bounce it baseline, cut. Teo Barrett lays it up and in on a nice feed from Sebastian Mack.
There you go, baseline cut. Barrett moving off the ball, and Mack saw him break to the basket, got it right there.
Wilkinson right of the logo handling the ball. And Millender Fans outside, guarded by Barrett. Curls to the left side of the key. Right wing Bailey. Jab step, now a deep three. Missed it. Run down by Barrett. Missouri with the ball down 6. Mack to the left wing. Jump stop at the block. Throw it outside Barrett. Top of the key Stone. Dribbles free throw line. Right wing Cruz. Open 3. Rims in. A Cruz missile from the right wing. Cuts the lead to 3. Missouri in the midst of a 7-0 run. Millender hands the ball coming to the left side. James outside Bailey. Back to Millender on the logo. Left side of the key. Absent. Faces up against Mark Mitchell. Middle for Millender behind a pick. Here comes the 3 off the bounce. Rims out. Rebound Mark Mitchell of Missouri. Tigers with a chance to cut into the lead. Mitchell driving to the right side to the block. Hanging scoop it. Left-handed dances home. He gets fouled and will have a chance for the 3-point play.
Amazing what gets a team going, just seeing the ball get in the basket. The previous 2 possessions, in my mind, the best 2 for Missouri tonight. Sure, they ended up in baskets, but there were reasons why. Good movement off the ball first by Barrett, then good ball movement with the passing around the horn to a 3-point shooting threat Cruz.
Santos Cyril went to the bench with the foul after the flagrant one. And since that time, Missouri's gone on a 9-0, now 10-0 run to tie the game at 20.
It's not a bright play. It was a selfish play because if you're thinking of your team, you don't put them in that spot. They've been shut out, as you mentioned, Mike, since that flagrant foul.
Over the last 2 minutes, Georgia 0 for its last 4. To the left wing, Cannon Catchings from 17 knocks it down off the bounce. Georgia takes a 22-20 lead. Into the front court comes Barrett, guarded by Kane. Left side away from the arc. Stone back now on the logo, taken by Barrett. Barrett directing traffic with the right hand, holds the ball with the left. Now puts it on the deck with the left hand, left side of the lane, jump stop, right corner. Sebastian Mack, an open 3. In and out, rebound Stone on the right block. Goes to reverse, missed it, rebound absent. Pivots away from traffic, outlet to Kane, left to right comes Georgia. Kane to the left wing with the dribble. Facing up, guarded by Mark Mitchell with 5:15 to play in the half. Wilkinson back in at the tip of the logo. Around Cruz to the right elbow into the paint, hanging against Mack. Missed it. Rebound Stone. Missouri with the ball, down 2. Throw it ahead left wing. Scooping at Barrett. Left corner Cruz. 3 ball. Missed it. Rebound pulled down by Cannon Catchings of Georgia. Puts it on the deck and comes into the front court from left to right. Drop it behind the back. Gets into the paint. 10-footer good.
He's a smooth operator, isn't he? Catchings at 6'9", 13 points per game in conference play, and he looks really fluid here tonight.
Officials timeout as Sebastian Mack goes to the bench. He got popped in the mouth, grabs a towel, and is holding it to his nose and mouth area. Sebastian Mack hasn't scored points for Missouri since the Illinois game.
Yeah, and he's not been on the court much. We mentioned only 2 of the first 5 conference games. I think he's been okay, though, here tonight. Certainly had a nice defensive stand on that previous possession there, inside, holding his ground, raising his arms up vertically. Again, that's what he came known as, really a defender and a guy who could get points in the paint, but not a great shooter. And he really hasn't shot it well since his arrival here.
Kareem Stagg comes in for Georgia. Mitchell throws it ahead to T.O. Barrett, guarded by Wilkinson, just inside a half court, left side of the court. Middle of the floor for Mitchell, handed back to Barrett, curls it to the right wing. Guarded by Catchings, on the slip for Mitchell in the paint, left corner Cruz, open 3, missed it, rebound Pierce on the right block. Strong bounce to the baseline, lay it up, missed it, then tipped it into the wedge. And the ball on the jump ball, alternating possession, gives it back to Georgia, who leads by 4 with 4:26 to play in the half.
Much more life, though, in Missouri's play. Offensively, the Tigers are very active now and just like night and day from the first 12, 13 minutes of play.
Now Mizzou 0 for its last 5 from the field. Left side, handling the ball, Catchings, left corner. Millender throws it outside Wilkinson. Now right side for Catchings, behind a pick from Stagg. Catchings to the right wing, step back 3, missed it. Rebound, Stagg throws it outside. Driving Wilkinson, left side of the lane, right corner open. Catchings, here comes a 3. Missed it, rebound pulled down by Robinson. Right to left comes Missouri, down 4 with 3:54 to play in the half. Robinson, right block Cruz, spins baseline into the double team, lost it. Picked up by Wilkinson, 4-on-1 break. Wilkinson, left wing Millender, here a 3 from the left side, good. 27-20 Georgia. Missouri takes a timeout. Tigers down 7 with 3:39 to play in the first half on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Nate Bargatze.
Look, I say a lot of dumb stuff. I try to keep it in front of large groups. Seems to go better that way.
Big dumb eyes Omaha's World Tour. Mizzou Arena, Saturday, February 21st.
When you say something dumb one-on-one, it's a lot for that person. I'll say it, then I can just feel that they feel the weight of my life on their shoulders.
Tickets and info at NateBargatze.com. Don't miss the Big Dumb Eyes World Tour. Nate Bargatze.
Every team needs someone who steps up when it counts. You've got the ball, clock's running out. What are you going to do? Will you pass or take the shot? Guys, when an unexpected pregnancy happens, you have a choice. Stay silent or step into your role as a father. Your voice matters. Your presence matters. Vitae Foundation's research proves it. When men speak up with compassion and confidence, women feel supported in choosing life. Learn more at afewgoodmenstudy.com. Brought to you by Vitae Foundation.
Your holiday decor is down and suddenly your house looks very January. Kohl's can help you bring the spark back. No twinkle lights needed. Save on bedding that feels like a snow day. Decor that'll boost the mood. And Shark vacuums because, yes, you're still finding pine needles. Get an extra 15% off some of your faves store-wide. And beat those winter blahs at Kohl's. Select styles. Offer ends January 25th. Some exclusions apply. Coupons do not apply to Shark. See store or Kohls.com for details.
Three minutes and 39 seconds to play in the first half. Missouri trailing Georgia 27-20. Bulldogs in the midst of a 7-0 run over the last 2:07. More homes and businesses are making the switch to Socket Fiber, the most reliable service. Simple, transparent pricing. Call 1-800-SOCKET3 or visit socket.net to learn more. In the SEC tonight, Florida wins at home, 79-61 over LSU. Gators go to 5-1. LSU 1-5. Oklahoma falls to 1-5, losing at South Carolina, who goes to 2-4 on the season. 85-76 the final score. The Sooners come to town Saturday for a 1 o'clock tip-off here at Mizzou Arena. Still tickets available. You can get yours at mutigers.com. Arkansas leading Vandy 36-17. Auburn leads Ole Miss in Oxford 25-19.
Interesting games and scores around the league as usual in conference play, and been a lot of close games to the first 4 or 5 rounds of games in conference, and just seems like there's a lot of togetherness in the league, right, Mike? A lot of teams going to be in that middle of the pack.
Bouncing in, taken by Barrett in the backcourt, guarded by Millender. Everyone else backs off. He'll work against Millender right to left in the front court. On the logo, middle of the floor, just inside of half court. Bounce it left side, back to the basket. Mitchell curls it to the right side of the lane, to the block, off the glass and in.
Yep, got to get the big fella going, Mark Mitchell.
Cuts the lead to 27-22. Millender. Wilkinson takes it middle of the floor on the logo. Bounces left side of the court, Millender. Millender comes middle of the floor, left wing Kane. Around Cruz with the right hand into the paint. Little fade away from 10, good. Blue Kane connects to give the Georgia Bulldogs the 29-22 lead. Stone to come back in, next dead ball for Mizzou. Less than 3 to play in the first half. Barrett right of the logo. Left hand dribble to the left side of the key. Now to the right elbow. Drop it behind his back into the paint. Lost it. Picked up by Mitchell, who jams it down.
Double figures again tonight. 11 points already from Mark.
Double figures for Mark Mitchell in all but 2 games this season. Flip it outside for Millender. Comes to the right side. Guarded by Robinson. Sends it left side for Blue Kane. Behind pick from Stagg to the left wing inside the arc. Pivots. Top of the key, Millender. Just inside the logo. Now to the right side, handling the ball. 8 on the shot clock. Millender to the right wing around Robinson. To the block, head and shoulder fake. 3 on the shot clock. Kane, top of the key. Misses the 3. And a foul on the rebound against Trent Pierce of Missouri, I believe, as he was battling down low with Cannon Catchings. T.O. Barrett picks up the foul.
Well, Caden Catchings is a handful for Missouri, like a pogo stick. He just gets vertical so high in the air. 8 points, 3 rebounds already for the BYU transfer, just a sophomore.
Somto Cyril comes back in after picking up the flagrant 1 earlier in this half with his team leading by 10. Stone back in for Missouri. Pierce guards the ball with Mitchell, Cruz, Stone, and Robinson. To inbound it, baseline right. Get the ball in. Ross gets it to Cyril, gets it back, dribbles to the left elbow, right wing. Catchings, catch and shoot threes and air ball. Pulled down on the baseline by Cruz. Cruz holds, throws it ahead, right sideline. Pierce comes into the front court, dribbles to the left side of the lane. Left wing Robinson, top of the key. Cruz back to Robinson, left side of the key. Robinson handling the ball, gets to the elbow, left wing Stone, reverse it right side. Mitchell on the arc. Mitchell guarded by Cyril to the right elbow, left side of the key. Stone, shot clock 10. Stone to the right side of the key, to the right side of the lane, scoop it inside Mitchell. Mitchell goes up with the left hand, missed it. Rebound Cyril. Mitchell got knocked down. Outlet to Kane, left to right comes Georgia. Kane to the top of the key, left side of the lane against Cruz. Blocked by Cruz, pulled down by Stone. Missouri with the ball down 5. 1:23 to play in the half. Robinson into the paint, European straight break, blocked by Cyril, out of bounds. It stays with Mizzou with 1:17 to play in the half.
Well, this is more of Missouri's game. Tigers scoring 74, allowing 74 in the league. Georgia scoring 88, allowing 87 in the league. So doesn't mean numbers can't or won't change drastically in the second half. But even though the Tigers are down by 5, Georgia's having some trouble offensively too, missing shots, turning the ball over in its own right.
Tigers 32%, Bulldogs 38%. Georgia 4 of 14 from 3, Missouri 3 of 14. Sean Phillips hops into the game, replacing Mark Mitchell. Sideline right in the front court on the hash mark. Cruz gets it inbounds to Robinson, right of the logo. Shot clock at 16. Robinson probing with the ball, comes behind a Phillips pick. Curls left side of the key to the elbow, 16-footer off the bounce, good.
Ant's got to stick that shot. Got a great open look from 15 feet away.
Kane left baseline, taken by James. James curls it to the left elbow against Cruz. Now trying to back him down. Gets into the paint, puts up a little jump hook, missed it. Rebound Pierce, fights to get it. Pierce with the ball, outlet to Robinson. Tigers down by 3. 45 seconds to play in the half. Robinson to the right wing, fans outside. Floated to Phillips, catches against Ross, throws it out of bounds. Last touch by Missouri. Phillips wanting a review. Phillips turned into the defender, tried to throw it to the corner, it went out of bounds. And it does look like it went off of the hands of Ross. Tigers ball is a good piece of officiating. Courtney Green, Pat Adams, and James Breeding get together and they change the call.
It's a big possession for Missouri. One possession in a 40-minute game, but a chance here to pull even with a 3 or within a point. Of course, with a 2-point field goal, but just get a little good feeling, if not the lead at halftime, to be perhaps even at halftime.
Baseline left, Robinson inbound for Missouri. 18 on the shot clock. Floats it in off the hands of Phillips, out of bounds. Another bad pass off the inbounds by Anthony Robinson.
Just don't understand what Ant was thinking there, trying to get it to Sean Phillips, because it just was not in a good spot for the big fella to reel it in.
Robinson now with 3 turnovers in the first half. Georgia with the ball, leading by 3, 33 seconds to play in the half. Wilkinson behind a pick, gets to the left elbow. Now sends it right corner, open Ross. Wide open 3, in and out. Rebound tapped out of bounds by Stone. Flew in to get it and knocked it away from his own player, Sean Phillips, on the baseline.
Yep, only those 2 white jerseys inside. Georgia not a threat for that rebound, but it goes off the Tigers. And now the Bulldogs will have it for most of the rest of the first half. 20 on the shot clock, 23 on the game clock.
Going to talk to our guy, Dylan Riggs, running the show back at Learfield. Dylan, if you've got that piece of sound handy, we want to use it now. Today is the 91st birthday of Norm Stewart, one of his players. Guy calling the game tonight. John Sunvold, the former All-American, who's got his jersey hanging high, talks about the coach's birthday.
Here we go, John Sunvold, 3, 2, 1. Your coach turned 91 today. Your thoughts?
Well, it's great. Happy birthday to Coach Stewart. I saw him a few weeks ago, but you never think of numbers when you see someone that, you're close to and played for and think a lot about. But it's an amazing number, 91. That's a lot of years.
If you and I could only be guaranteed to reach that number, when you think back to the time that you spent with him, how did he change your life?
Well, he was a perfectionist in that he kind of taught you life lessons, right? How to do things the right way. And who knows the right way. But be on time, be prepared when the opportunity comes.
Georgia with the ball, right of the logo, handling the ball. Ross in a reaching foul against Missouri's Jaden Stone. The reach on Ross with 13 seconds to play. Fourth team foul against Missouri. You'd take 91 today, wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
If they could guarantee it. How about Norm, though? Isn't it neat?
Yeah, you just appreciate all his years here and what he gave to the university in addition to all the wins. I mean, just everywhere you go in the basketball circles, you say Norm, and I think people think of Mr. Stewart.
Right sideline in the front court. Ross inbound, 13 seconds to play in the half. Gets it into Cyril, now gets it back to Ross, 10 seconds to play in the half. Georgia by 3. Ball tipped away, controlled by Barrett in the front court. Lobs it for Stone, lays it up and missed it. Rebound Cyril. 2 seconds to play. Here comes Ross, throws up a heave inside a half court, pinball's out. Georgia heads to the locker room leading 29-26. Bulldogs close the first half with a scoring drought over the last 3 minutes, but they lead it by 3, 29-26 on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, we are proud to be chosen by our neighbors and recognized by Forbes as one of America's best insurance companies. Awarded for the dependable coverage we've been providing for generations, including 75 years of life insurance to protect Missouri families. Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, we've got Missouri covered.
This is Will Garrett with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance. See the difference when you shop local. Call me at 573-514-8000.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
This is your radio home for Mizzou basketball.
Missouri knocks off Kansas.
This is Mizzou basketball from Learfield.
Save time when you shop online with Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes it easy to order groceries online through our app or Hy-Vee.com. Pickup is always free. And if you have a Perks Plus membership, you get free delivery and free express pickup. Shop online with Hy-Vee and you can create and save grocery lists. Shop the sales and get fuel savers. Talk about convenient. Order groceries online today. Check out Hy-Vee.com or download the Hy-Vee app.
The Club at Old Hawthorne is a terrific golf course with amazing practice facilities, which is why the Mizzou golf teams play here. Here's what you might not know. The Club at Old Hawthorne is a community with a welcoming environment that's a perfect fit for an active lifestyle. Golf, tennis, pickleball, swimming, and a fitness center with classes all at one club. The Club at Old Hawthorne. Visit oldhawthorne.com to learn more or schedule a tour. I'm Mike Kelly, the voice of the Missouri Tigers. How much do I love Old Hawthorne? I live here.
This is the Center for Human Services halftime show.
At the half at Mizzou Arena has not been a scintillating display from an offensive standpoint. Missouri 10 of 30 from the field, 3 of 14 from 3, but 3 of 3 from the free throw line. 33% from the field, 21 from 3. Meanwhile, the Georgia Bulldogs 11 of 31 from the field, 4 of 15 from 3. 3 of 4 from the foul line. Georgia out-rebounding Missouri 22-17. Bulldogs by 3. Brian Smith, the Missouri wrestling coach, coming up next with Chris on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Every team needs someone who steps up when it counts. You've got the ball, clock's running out. What are you going to do? Will you pass or take the shot? Guys, when an unexpected pregnancy happens, you have a choice. Stay silent or step into your role as a father. Your voice matters. Your presence matters. Vitae Foundation's research proves it. When men speak up with compassion and confidence, women feel supported in choosing life. Learn more at afewgoodmenstudy.com. Brought to you by Vitae Foundation.
Today's game is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. You could save big when you bundle your auto, home, motorcycle, RV, or boat. Visit Progressive.com. This is Mizzou basketball from Learfield.
On the court, it's speed, precision, connection. Off the court, Brightspeed delivers the same. 100% fiber internet, award-winning speeds, always unlimited data. Stream the game, replay the highlights, video call with the crew. No data caps, no limits, just fiber that keeps up. Brightspeed Fiber Internet, proud partner of Mizzou Athletics. Learn more at brightspeed.com/lovefiber.
The Club at Old Hawthorne is a terrific golf course with amazing practice facilities, which is why the Mizzou golf teams play here. Here's what you might not know. The Club at Old Hawthorne is a community with a welcoming environment that's a perfect fit for an active lifestyle. Golf, tennis, pickleball, swimming, and a fitness center with classes all at one club. The Club at Old Hawthorne. Visit oldhawthorne.com to learn more or schedule a tour. I'm Mike Kelly, the voice of the Missouri Tigers. How much do I love Old Hawthorne? I live here.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Missouri. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Well, it is halftime here at Mizzou Arena. The Tigers trail the Georgia Bulldogs 29-26. What a big weekend coming up here in Columbia on the MU campus. Tiger Wrestling Friday night. What a showdown. Missouri and Oklahoma State, two national powers collide. The head coach of the Tigers, the dean of Missouri's coaches, Brian Smith, in year number 28. He's been here longer than any other current head coach. It's really not close, at least with the head coach title. Brian, first of all, what does that mean to you? And congratulations on your tenure. That is something for a coach in any sport.
It means I did something right, or they just forgot about me on the fourth floor of the Hearns, and I just survived, you know. But no, I've loved the community, loved the university, my family, all my kids. All three of my kids graduated from Mizzou. So this is, you know, this is our legacy. When I say our, it's Denise and I and our family. We love Mizzou.
Absolutely, and Mizzou loves you back. All the success you've had, all you've done in the community, and you've created Tiger style. When somebody hears that in connection with the wrestling program, what do you want them to think of?
Well, we always say Tiger style wins. It isn't Mizzou wrestling. Like tonight, you'll say Mizzou basketball wins the game. We say Tiger style wins because it's the culture of the program. And it's the belief in how we have to live, living it, doing more for it. And when you do all that, you have that success, and you'll expect to win. And that culture has carried us in the classroom, carried us on the mat, and we've had a lot of success with it. And we're going to continue it and grow and get even better.
Hopefully continue with success, and maybe as soon as Friday night, tell us what fans can expect with mighty Oklahoma State arriving. They don't step aside for anyone, do they? They've been good for a long time in this sport, Coach.
They have, and it's become our big rival in the Big 12, and they're ranked at all 10 weights. I think we're ranked at 9 of the weights, so it's going to be some really, really good matches, some highly ranked, you know. Aiden Sinclair's ranked 2nd in the country for us, and Cam Steed's ranked 10th we have a lot of highly ranked guys, so they're going to be going at it. Not only important for the national, but for the Big 12 seeding. This is a big duel, and just getting to go on the mat with Okie State with all the tradition. I think they've won 35 national titles. It's exciting. Our kids are grateful for the opportunity. I know that. They're excited this week.
So tell us time and place for your events, not just Oklahoma State Friday, but Northern Colorado Sunday.
Yeah. Always at the Hearns.
Of course.
House of Hearns,
that's your
baby.
Place. You're not moving to
where
the
arena. Champions are made,
Absolutely.
Right? So it's we love the Hearns. You're packed right on top. We have the octagon mat with the mat side people. and it's a lot of fun. But it'll be 6:30 on Friday and 1 o'clock on Sunday. And some really good matches. We have some great young kids in the lineup that are doing great things, so come out and catch it.
Coach, congratulations on your run here. Keep it going for many more years, and I'll tell you, you're synonymous with Mizzou now, and that's a great thing. It's been great knowing you all these years, and really appreciate your kindness, professionalism, and love the success. Brian Smith, thank you.
Appreciate you, Chris. Thank you.
Stay with us, folks. Tigers trail Georgia by 3 at halftime here in basketball on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
The most powerful ideas come from understanding. By asking what's important here. At Great Southern Bank, we start by asking our customers to find out how we're doing and what they really need. Then we get to work, making banking easier and more effective, financing more flexible, and our communities better places to live. It's an ongoing team effort to keep improving how we serve our neighbors day after day. And it all starts with understanding what really matters. Learn more at GreatSouthernBank.com. Member FDIC.
Is your job just a job, and you want to work in a rewarding career? If the answer is yes, then start your journey today by becoming a union construction craft laborer. Why wait? Visit buildunion.com to learn more about becoming a union craft laborer and starting a rewarding career in the construction industry. Build a career, build a future, build a legacy. Buildunion.com for more information.
Today's game is brought to you by Sleep Number. Enjoy personalized comfort for better sleep night after night. And now the more you buy, the more you save on beds, bases, and more. Limited time. Only at Sleep Number or sleepnumber.com. This is Mizzou basketball from Learfield.
The Club at Old Hawthorne is a terrific golf course with amazing practice facilities, which is why the Mizzou golf teams play here. Here's what you might not know. The Club at Old Hawthorne is a community with a welcoming environment that's a perfect fit for an active lifestyle. Golf, tennis, pickleball, swimming, and a fitness center with classes all at one club. The Club at Old Hawthorne. Visit oldhawthorne.com to learn more or schedule a tour. I'm Mike Kelly, the voice of the Missouri Tigers. How much do I love Old Hawthorne? I live here.
As an SEC fan, you know what extra is about. You see it every time your team leaves everything they've got out on the field. That's what a Regions Greenprint planning session with your banker feels like. Extra support, extra belief in you, and strategies that bring you extra financial confidence. We believe extra changes everything. And at Regions, extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC, member FDIC.
This is the Center for Human Services halftime show.
Georgia 29, Missouri 26 at halftime. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Tiger Basketball. Helping people of all ages develop skills to overcome physical, mental, and financial challenges across Missouri, Center for Human Services is your proud accessibility partner, providing sensory support at every home game this season. Together, we're creating a game day experience for everyone. Learn more at chsmo.org. Georgia leads Missouri by 3 points, and the second half will begin after this break on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Tiger fans, do you like to gamble? Well, gambling's exactly what you're doing if you have your home or business electrical installation done by a contractor who's not qualified, trained, and insured. Don't take the chance. Be safe. Be certain. Use only IBEW contractors to do your electrical work. The stakes are just too high for anything else. You can depend on your hometown IBEW and IBEW contractors.
At MU Healthcare, believing anything is possible is how we treat every patient. It's how we find answers to medicine's most difficult questions, like uncovering new ways to help the body fight cancer, renewing hope for epilepsy patients, and stopping muscular dystrophy in its tracks. At MU Healthcare, we won't stop searching for answers, because when it comes to your health, we never settle. Neither should you.
Today's game is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Protect your home and auto. Save when you bundle. Get a quote at Progressive.com. This is Mizzou basketball from Learfield.
As an SEC fan, you know what extra is about. You see it every time your team leaves everything they've got out on the field. That's what a Regions Green Print planning session with your banker feels like. Extra support, extra belief in you, and strategies that bring you extra financial confidence. We believe extra changes everything. And at Regions, extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC, member FDIC.
Game day isn't just about the score. It's about fueling up like a champ. At Champ's Chicken, we serve real chicken, fast, with bold flavor, big portions, and speed that gets you back in the action. Juicy tenders, crispy sandwiches, and flavor that crushes cravings, all served hot and ready right when you need it. Whether it's an early tip-off, a midday grind, or a late-night victory, Champ's Chicken fuels your day from the first bite to the final buzzer. Champ's Chicken, proud partner of Mizzou Athletics.
Georgia leading Missouri by a score of 29-26. Offensive numbers are not great for either team. Georgia shooting 35% from the field, Missouri 33. Georgia 27% from the three-point line, Missouri 21. Georgia 8 first-half turnovers, Missouri 9. So you have a lower scoring game, 29-26. Again, Georgia came in averaging 96 per game for the season and 88 in conference play while allowing 87 in the league.
This note from Bob Brindle, the Missouri historian. If Missouri wins tonight, it'll be the first time MU has won on Norm Stewart's birthday since he retired. During his tenure, Missouri was 6-1 on his birthday, 3 wins over Kansas, including 1990 when Missouri was number 4 and Kansas was number 1. Only loss on Norm's birthday came at Kansas in 1987. Since he retired, Missouri 0-5 on January the 20th. Losses in 01, 04, 16, 18, and 24. Tigers begin the second half with the ball down 3. Trying to change that note.
I like their chances. I think even though they're down 3 at home, they've got to be better in the second half with this big crowd urging them on.
Cruz, Robinson along with Mitchell, Sean Phillips, and Jaden Stone. Robinson on the logo, guarded by Ross, comes to the right side, cut off on the wing, gets to the right elbow, step back 16-footer. Missed it. Rebound pulled down by Georgia. Catchings has it, brings it right to left in the front court. Guarded by Jaden Stone of Missouri. To the right wing with the dribble inside the arc. To the right baseline, fade away from the short corner. Misses. Rebound Cruz. Lost it. Throws it to Robinson. Left to right comes Missouri down 3. Stone. Left baseline. Mitchell drives to the left side of the basket. Head and shoulder fake. Stripped of the ball. Picked up by Catchings. Throws it right to Stone, who lays it up and in.
Stone doesn't miss much, does he? I mean, he hasn't scored tonight, but 5 rebounds and a steal, and there are his first 2 points.
Wilkinson open 3. Fouled by Cruz on the 3-point shot. With 19:16 to play, and so Jacob Cruz picks up the personal foul. That's his first, and 3 free throws coming up for Jeremiah Wilkinson, a 63% foul shooter.
So many ways you can affect the game. Not a good shooting night for Stone, 1 of 6 from the field. So he's just got these 2 points just scored now, but 5 rebounds, 3 steals, and a couple of assists. I mean, the guy is really a welcome addition to the team this year, and we have seen it firsthand with his absence when the team struggled, and now he's back and they're much better.
Also alert, always alert on the defensive end. Wilkinson makes the first. The lead for Georgia is now 30-28. Second of 3 about to come for the left-hander who wears number 5 out of Powder Springs, Georgia. Once the hometown, or is the hometown, with the former Missouri quarterback Darius Outlaw.
That's been a few years, hasn't it, since we've seen Darius?
He was a Larry Smith recruit. Next free throw good. 32-28 is the Georgia lead. Pat Adams talking to Cyril and Phillips, telling them to kind of cool it a little bit.
Phillips just walked right into Cyril with the shoulder. I mean, that's, you know, it wasn't a hard hit, but there's no need to walk right into the guy up above the 3-point arc between the circles. We'll watch that, Mike.
Into the front court comes Robinson for Missouri, guarded by Ross. Tigers trailing by 4. Mitchell on the logo, dribbles towards the left side at top of the key. Handling the ball, guarded by Catchings. Now hands to Cruz, guarded by Ross. Cruz looks inside as he holds the ball. Shot clock at 10. Left wing Stone bounces left, block Phillips. Turns middle, now back to the left side. Jump hook off the glass and in.
Great pass, little bounce pass inside to Phillips on the block.
So easy if you have the angle.
Yep.
Ross on the left side, guarded by Robinson. Flip it outside, Catchings. Cannon Catchings, middle of the floor. Kane floats it right side of the key, and a foul on Phillips. Just came and just cracked Cyril with his right arm, trying to poke the ball away.
That appeared to be a little friendly tap after the foul as they both kind of smiled at one another. Could have been a sarcastic smile. We're a bit of ways up here, but we'll watch the two heavyweights battle.
Right sideline on the hash. Ross gets it back from Cyril. Curls it, gets left side of the lane. Right wing open, Catchings. Three ball. Missed it. Rebound tipped up, missed by Blue Cane. Rebound Mitchell. Left to right comes Missouri, down by 2, 32-30. Mitchell head of steam to the right block. Floated in. Phillips lays it up and in and got fouled. Pretty feed by Mark Mitchell. Phillips for the finish. Game tied at 32 with 18:24 to play.
The big fella's engaged now, so he is awakened. Maybe the little back and forth with his counterpart has got him going, but a very nice feed from Mark Mitchell. We've talked about Mark Mitchell's ability to assist teammates to score the ball in addition to his own scoring ability.
Catchings picks up the personal foul, his second. So Phillips to the free throw line. Sean Phillips went 5 of 6 from the foul line. At LSU finished with 10 points. Upped his free throw percentage in league play to 50%. Rims in the foul shot. 33-32 Missouri, 18:24 to play. Tigers 11-0 at home, and they've got 29 wins in 31 games in this building over the last 2 years. Cyril hands it outside, curling Wilkinson, right wing Kane. Catch and shoot three, but an offensive foul on Cyril for an illegal pick. Nope, going to call it against Missouri. Jacob Cruz picks up the personal. His second.
Much more physical start to this second half than the first, certainly in terms of whistles at least. We went 15 minutes with both teams at about the 3-team foul number, but here we are less than 2 minutes in. 3 fouls on Missouri, 1 on Georgia already.
Ross inbound, baseline right, gets it in right corner. Cyril gets it back to Ross, brings it to the right wing, now middle of the floor. Catchings hands it outside Wilkinson, handling the ball, guarded by T.O. Barrett of Missouri. Sends it right side, Cannon Catchings. Catchings with 9 on the shot clock. Tries to split the double team outside Wilkinson. Deep three, good.
That was a long three for sure, Mike. Line drive shot, but he had it measured properly.
35-33 Georgia. T.O. Barrett handling the ball from left to right in the front court, guarded by Wilkinson. Now the ball almost poked it away. Catchings takes it away from Mitchell, and a foul on Mark Mitchell. On a grab as Catchings jumped into the passing lane. Proper call by Pat Adams, I believe, from up here.
Yeah, I thought Mark had lost the ball already, and it was in Georgia's hands. So the fans upset, many of them. You see the replay again. Mark had his left arm holding it looked like Catchings' right arm. So we do have a pretty good seat here. We're up a little bit, but right at midcourt, good vantage point.
Part of it falling down. If he had balance, maybe he doesn't get called for the foul. Right side, Wilkinson away from the arc, guarded by Stone. Curls it to the left elbow, left side of the lane, scoop it with the left hand, missed it. Rebound Cyril over Phillips, turns middle, fouled by Phillips. Santos Cyril is going to shoot free throws as Phillips picks up his third personal.
See, I was just going to say, Mike, you know, Sean had inside position on Cyril. Sean's 7 feet tall, about 250 pounds, and he just got beat from behind. It was a clean play by the athletic Cyril, special player for Georgia, but Sean's got to do a better job of that. And then, of course, he compounded things with the foul, and Missouri up to 14 fouls quickly.
Cyril at 6'11", 260, 85% from the foul line. Pretty stroke as he knocks that one down.
Well, you say 5 team fouls for the Tigers. Mark Mitchell's at midcourt was the 4th foul in that loose ball situation. Now Missouri 5 team fouls, Mike, in about 2.5 minutes of the second half.
Tigers trailing 36-33. Santos Cyril's next free throw. Made it. 4-4 from the free throw line. He's got 4 rebounds to go along with his 4 points. 37-33, full court pressure. T.O. Barrett takes the inbounds. He'll work against Blue Cane. Everyone else backs off as he comes left to right into the front court, dribbling with the right hand. Drops it to the left hand, bounce it left side of the key, facing up Mitchell. Mitchell probing to the elbow, spins back middle of the paint, jumps into Cyril, and a foul against Cyril. Mark Mitchell initiated the contact, drew the foul against the big. His second. So Mark Mitchell will shoot free throws. 11 points for Mark tonight. Double figures once again for the 17th time in 19 games. And for the 40th time since he's been at Missouri. 77 times in his collegiate career. Makes the free throw. 37-34, the Georgia lead. Rattles in the next. Georgia with the ball, leading by 2, 17:08 to play. Ross right of the logo, handling the ball with the left hand. Left of the logo, Catchings takes it. Guarded by Pierce, into the paint on a cut. Ross lays it up, blocked by Stone, pulled down by Mitchell. Mitchell throws ahead to Stone, middle of the court. Right baseline to Barrett, to the rim, lays it up and in and got fouled. Ross was there, Cyril was there. Pat Adams with the call on the baseline. 3-point play opportunity coming up for T.O. Barrett.
It started defensively with Stone with the block shot. The man got around him, frankly, but from behind, Stone didn't give up, blocked it much as he did in the first half on the breakaway when Stone was a Tiger back and Catching was behind the entire defense. He's blocked 2 from behind.
The best thing Barrett did, too, came to a jump stop and powered it up to draw contact and finish the shot. Makes the free throw. Missouri takes a 38-37 lead.
When you do that, you're on balance, right? You're set, you've got your strength and a good foundation to go up in traffic and score.
Catchings away from the arc, left side of the wing. Handling the ball against Cruz, curls it behind a pick. Right elbow, puts it up, a runner off the glass and in. Cannon Catchings. It's been terrific tonight for Georgia. Bulldogs take a 39-38 lead. Working against Wilkinson. Left to right comes Barrett for Missouri into the front court, left of the logo. 16:22 to play. Bulldogs by 1. Mitchell takes it left side of the key, faces up. Alley-oop in for Cruz. Threw it to the baseline, out of bounds. Last touch by Blue Cane. Millender comes in. Dylan James comes in for Mike White, replacing Ross and Catchings. Also, Abson's going to come in for Georgia, replacing Cyril. 16:14 to play. Missouri inbounds, baseline right. 14 on the shot clock. Barrett to trigger. Dylan James at 6'9" guards the ball. Barrett floats it in, tipped up by Pierce. Good, and he got fouled. Pretty feed by T.O. just in front of the rim. The 6'10" Pierce went in, tipped it in, and got fouled.
Good stuff from Missouri. Georgia's Mike White, disgusted, walks down back toward his bench from near midcourt where he was to observe that play, but great move. Barrett to Pierce. We've got 9 fouls in the first 3 minutes and 47 seconds of the second half, so settle in, folks, but it is physical there.
Abson picks up the foul. Pierce completes the 3-point play. Missouri with a 2-point lead. Millender into the front court from right to left. Comes to the right side of the court. Abson takes it middle of the floor, dribbles towards the left side, left corner. Kane wide open. 3-ball. In and out. Rebound Barrett snatches it. T.O. Barrett throws ahead, running Pierce to the right side to the rim for the tomahawk. Trent Pierce with the tomahawk flush in transition. Missouri builds a 4-point lead. There's a timeout on the court on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
When second's making a play, short's got to cover.
A winning insurance strategy doesn't rely on one person.
Good hustle, good hustle.
2 things: communicate with your guys and make sure everyone's in the right coverage. It takes a team that knows its roles well, working together to provide an exceptional experience.
Set the screen. You have to protect yourself. All right, Wildcats on 3. 1, 2, 3, Wildcats!
At Shelter Insurance, you can count on our local agents and award-winning customer service to help you protect what matters most.
It's game time. As Mizzou Hoops action heats up, there's only one way to cool down: Shock Top Belgian White. So
So grab your friends and a couple cold ones and toast to the thrill of college basketball. Shock Top Belgian White. Shock your world. This refreshing beer brings a burst of citrus to your glass, making it the perfect choice for cheering on the Mizzou Tigers. Whether you're courtside or couchside, Shock Top Belgian White is a slam dunk for all the nail-biting buzzer beaters and unforgettable alley-oops. Shock Top, official craft beer sponsor of the Missouri Tigers. Please enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, Shock Top Brewing Company, Portland, Oregon.
Today's game is brought to you by Sleep Number. Enjoy personalized comfort for better sleep night after night. And now the more you buy, the more you save on beds, bases, and more. Limited time. Only at Sleep Number or sleepnumber.com. This is Mizzou basketball from Learfield.
At Mosier's, we're more than a grocery store. We're your neighbors, serving neighbors. Every cart is filled with trusted prices, local favorites, and quality food we'd be proud to serve at our own tables. From fresh produce to meats cut right here in store to everyday essentials that keep your family fueled, shopping at Mosier's means supporting local farms, local families, and the community we share. So when you cheer on the Tigers, know that Mosier's is always closer to home. Mosier's, proud partner of Mizzou Athletics.
Black and gold season never ends at the Tiger Team Store. Gear up for game day with the largest official selection of black and gold gear and gifts. From the latest Mizzou SEC gear to everything you need for your tailgate, the Tiger Team Store is your store for all things Mizzou. The Tiger Team Store has moved and is now located inside Mizzou Arena. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. with extended hours on game day or online at TigerTeamStore.com. It's always black and gold season at the Tiger Team Store.
43-39 Mizzou, less than 16 to play. Central Bank's your hometown bank, the only place for Tiger checking. Open it today, www.tigerchecking.com. Georgia with the ball. Millender will come from left to right in the front court. Stone, Pierce, Mitchell, Cruz, and Barrett for Missouri. Handling the ball, Millender. Pushing off to get the ball. James, offensive foul, did it right in front of Courtney Green. Just literally went into the chest and pushed off Trent Pierce to come get the ball. Well, takes us to the under 16 timeout. 15:44 to play. Missouri will have the ball, leading by 4 on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Tiger fans, let's salute the real heroes, our military service members. Veterans United Home Loans is proud to honor them as the hero of the game. Know a veteran or active duty service member who deserves the spotlight? Nominate your hero today at veteransunited.com/hero. That's veteransunited.com/hero. Help us recognize those who've served with courage, dedication, and pride.
Every team needs someone who steps up when it counts. You've got the ball, clock's running out. What are you going to do? Will you pass or take the shot? Guys, when an unexpected pregnancy happens, you have a choice. Stay silent or step into your role as a father. Your voice matters. Your presence matters. Vitae Foundation's research proves it. When men speak up with compassion and confidence, women feel supported in choosing life. Learn more at afewgoodmenstudy.com. Brought to you by Vitae Foundation.
At Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, we are proud to be chosen by our neighbors and recognized by Forbes as one of America's best insurance companies. Awarded for the dependable coverage we've been providing for generations, including 75 years of life insurance to protect Missouri families. Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance. We've got Missouri covered.
I am Josh Snoddy of Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance. See the difference when you shop local. Call me at 660-882-5345.
15 minutes and 44 seconds to play. Missouri with a 43-39 lead against number 21 Georgia. Arkansas leading Vanderbilt 58-42 in Fayetteville. Tigers are brought to you by Shelter Insurance, recently ranked highest in customer satisfaction among auto insurers in the Central region. 7 of the last 8 years by J.D. Power. Shelter Insurance, we're your shield, we're your shelter. Tomorrow night, Jeremy Washington and I will be at Harpo's in downtown Columbia, a staple since 1971 for Tiger Talk. Be joined by Missouri assistant coaches Dickie Nutt and Ryan Sharbaugh for the entire hour.
Georgia really struggling offensively, just 33% from the floor for the game, 28% from the arc. Missouri just 21% from the arc, but the Tigers 42% from the field now. They're getting closer shots, better shots, and starting to make them at a much higher percentage. How about Blue Cane for Georgia? 0 for 3 from the arc. He's 2 for 23 from three-point range in the SEC. And Mike, in the past, he's been a very capable shooter.
Started 0 for 15 before going 2 for 5 against Arkansas on Saturday. Tigers with the ball, leading by 4. Barrett, middle of the floor, directing traffic. Comes to the left side of the court, handling the ball, guarded by Millender behind a Pierce pick. Right side of the Keystone, right corner Cruz. Cruz guarded closely by James, double teamed. Right wing Mitchell, shot clock at 8. Mitchell against Absent, sends it outside Stone. Catch and shoot deep 3. Rims in. He knocked it down to give Missouri a 7-point lead. It's the largest of the night. Millender in the left wing, handling the ball in the front court to the trailer. Wilkinson steps behind, 3 from the sideline, misses. Rebound Barrett. Barrett looking up, handling the ball, throws it ahead to Stone. Stone, left baseline, driving Pierce. Pierce cut off, fans out to the left wing. Left elbow Mitchell back to the basket. Faces up against Millender, left corner Pierce. 3 ball, off the rim, missed it. Rebound Kane. Underneath Barrett came James. Barrett went down hard. Deep 3, Wilkinson in transition, good.
There was some collision at the other end as a couple of players went hard to the ground. You could hear it all the way up here.
James and Barrett. 46-42. Missouri with the ball. Barrett's got it. Left of the logo, guarded by Blue Kane. 14.5 to play. Tigers by 4. Barrett handling the ball, bounces it left side of the key, back to the basket. Mitchell faces up, drives Absent to the left elbow, spins back middle. 10-footer off the glass, good.
Well, he just is such a good operator in that painted area.
Kane around Mitchell into the paint to the right side of the lane. Fade away off the rim, missed it. Rebound Absent, snatches it, lays it up and in.
Tigers got to be better on the boards. That was too easy for Georgia.
Missouri being out-rebounded by 5, still 27-22. Barrett mishandles in the backcourt. Comes into the front court around Wilkinson, handling the ball on the right side. 48-44 Missouri, less than 14 to play. Barrett around his man to the right wing. Behind the back to Pierce, top of the key, gets into the paint and then kicks it out of bounds. Turnover against Missouri allows Wilkins to come back in along with Cannon Catchings, and also back in Justin Bailey. James, Wilkinson, and Kane sit down. Georgia with the ball, trailing 48-44.
Jake Wilkins in wearing that number 21 that his dad Dominique did. The Georgia great, Atlanta Hawk great, Hall of Famer, 9-time All-Star.
He had some hops.
Yeah, he could get up there, couldn't he?
Absent on the left side. Hands it, deflection, picked up by Bailey, double team pivots, bounces to Absent on the left wing. Skip pass right wing Millender, around Cruz to the right baseline. Jump stop, top of the key. Bailey an open 3. Air ball pulled down by Absent, lays it up, missed it, tips it up and in. And Cruz got hurt out and is rolling in pain as he's holding his left arm and shoulder area. And quickly trying to walk to the end of the court, shake it off. Chris Perrin, Missouri's terrific trainer, goes out to meet him. Cruz is going to shake it off and continue to go. Pat Adams and Courtney Green are going to take a peek with 13:20 to play. 48-46 is the Missouri lead.
The players on the review. The previous players on the review.
Second official review we've had tonight.
Well, it looks like Coach Gates was claiming that he was kicked or tripped. Jacob Cruz was by the Georgia Bulldogs. I didn't see it. Mike was watching the play, and the Bulldogs get the offensive rebound not once but twice to score. But obviously, Cruz went down hard.
Subscribe to the Inside Mizzou Athletics podcast presented by Shelter Insurance, the official podcast of Mizzou Athletics. Matt Michaels and Brad Trinago will chop it up each and every week. So to be sure to get your subscription where you get your podcast from. Cruz tried to block Bailey's shot. And they're saying when Bailey kicked out his leg, I think is the review.
It was interesting because it almost looked like the kick was sideways as opposed to, straight out, which would be the usual foul called for that. When you extend your foot forward, this was sideways. Don't know, doesn't mean it can't be called. That leg was extended, but it was out to his right side.
Meanwhile, Arkansas with a 15-point lead against Vanderbilt with 12:40 to play in Fayetteville.
Auburn up at Ole Miss by 7 in the second half. Little closer game there.
Officials again taking another peek. Pat Adams with the headset on. They initially took a look at it, then took the headset off, conferred with one another. Courtney Green also taking a look at it. The stoppage in play with Missouri leading by 2. Again, did he maliciously?
There is no foul on the play. It's a play on. It's going to be Black's ball.
So what the review was to see if the right foot of Bailey kicked out sideways to trip the Missouri defender. They rule it was a basketball play, and so you play on. Georgia with the field goal. Missouri will have the ball with 13:20 to play, and Cruz now comes out of the game. Phillips back in for Missouri. Robinson back in for Missouri. Stone, Phillips, Trent Pierce, Anthony Robinson, and Mark Mitchell. Tigers will have the ball. Full court pressure from the Bulldogs. Catchings will guard the ball. Mitchell takes it from James Breeding. Sliding to his right, bounces it into Robinson. Robinson will work against Millender. Everybody else falls back with 13:15 to play. Missouri with the ball in a 2-point lead. Robinson behind a Phillips pick. Left wing for Mitchell. Drives baseline. Jump stop, pivots outside. Stepped on the baseline. Nope. Knocked out of bounds by Georgia. Tigers will keep it.
Excuse me, Mike. 3 Bulldogs there to greet Mitchell on that left baseline as he drove in. Not double team, but triple team. They're well aware of his ability. 15 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists tonight for Mark.
So Pierce inbound baseline left. 16 on the shot clock. Bounces it into Mitchell. Mitchell on the left wing. Split 2 defenders to the top of the key. Pivots. Leaves it to Robinson on the left side. 10 on the shot clock. Less than 13 to play. Robinson guarded by Millender behind a Phillips pick. Off the bounce from 3, off the front of the rim. Bad shot. Rebound Cyril. Outlet to Millender. Right to left comes Georgia. Down 2. Millender with the ball. Right of the logo between the circles with less than 13 to play. Catching comes and gets it. Tips it right to Millender on this logo. Now drives to the left side. Scoop it right hand off the backboard. Missed it but got fouled with 12:36 to play. Jaden Stone picks up the foul.
Yeah, Stone just not in good position there. Kind of running sideways along the Georgia Bulldog there. Smurf Millender, we mentioned, just 5'11", and he is quick for a little guy. He can get by you.
5 of 6 from the foul line against Arkansas. Finished with 5 points. Transfer from Texas. San Antonio makes the first. The Food Bank, proud to be the official charitable partner of Mizzou Athletics. You know hunger knows no season. Visit scoreagainsthunger.org to learn how you can help feed Missourians. Free throw, good. Made them both. Ties the game at 48 with 12:36 to play. Missouri with the ball. Georgia in the midst of a 6-0 run. Robinson for Missouri, guarded by Millender. 2-3 zone. Handed outside. Stone. Reverse it middle of the floor. Taken by Mark Mitchell. Backing off of him. Wilkins is a shift back to man-to-man. Now right wing Robinson. Open toe raise 3 is wide left. Rebound Stone on the weak side. Stone free throw line. Phillips jab step. Now drives. Goes up for the slam. And puts Cyril on a poster.
Waiting for him to do that, because big as he is, 1 step and he's basically above the rim, as he proved right there.
7-1 with a 40-inch vertical jump. Millender to the right side inside the arc. Alley-oop for Cyril for the flush.
Speaking
his
of
first
above,
of the night, his 52nd of the season.
How high can Cyril jump? My gosh, Mike, he was way above the cylinder.
Santos Cyril driving Mitchell in a foul against Bailey. Takes us to the under 12 timeout. Game tied at 50 on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
From Stewart to Gates, Sunvold to Mitchell, Mizzou fans have always dreamed big. And at Multiply Credit Union, we're proud to keep that spirit alive. We're bringing fans across Tiger Nation better rates, real rewards, and accounts built to back their goals every step of the way. This isn't banking as usual, it's banking multiplied. Grow together, live fully, be more. Multiply Credit Union, the official credit union of Mizzou Athletics.
For comprehensive coverage of college basketball, tune to Sirius XM College Sports Radio Channel 84 in the car and on the Sirius XM app.
For the win! Got it! Let's go!
Sirius XM is the home of your favorite team and conference, including live games, plus interviews and analysis.
He's got it!
So cheer along with the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/College Sports Radio 2025.
Today's game is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. You could save big when you bundle your auto, home, motorcycle, RV, or boat. Visit Progressive.com. This is Mizzou basketball from Learfield.
The home for Tiger Talk Coaches shows is Harpo's Bar and Grill in downtown Columbia. Join us Tuesdays or Wednesday nights for the inside scoop on all things Mizzou basketball. Hear from the voice of the Tigers, Mike Kelly, along with Mizzou women's head coach Kelly Harper at 6 p.m. and Mizzou men's head coach Dennis Gates at 7 p.m. Come early, grab your spot, and enjoy great food and drink specials during the show. That's Tiger Talk, only at Harpo's Bar and Grill. Visit MUTigers.com for the full show schedule.
Hey Tiger fans, Mike Kelly here. When it comes to protecting your home, you've got to have a solid defense. That's why I count on Helitech Waterproofing and Foundation Repair. For nearly 40 years, Helitech has been keeping homes healthy, foundations strong, and blocking water. Their team of experts play every job like it's the championship game with skill, precision, and pride. Inspections are free, so make your next move at HelitechOnline.com. Helitech, where the best defense starts below the floor.
Heal your home with Helitech.
To play. Remember, you can listen to the SEC all season long on Sirius XM. Arkansas by 20 over Vanderbilt with 11 minutes left in Fayetteville.
So here we are tied at 50. Georgia's already played 3 overtime games this season. They wouldn't dare play a 4th here tonight, would they? Losses to Clemson and Ole Miss and a win over Auburn. So nothing unusual for them to go more than 40, but maybe Missouri can take care of things before that.
Barrett on the right sideline gets it into Robinson. It's Missouri's Mitchell, Phillips along with Stone joining those two. The right elbow Mitchell to the right block, puts it up with the left hand, dances out, tipped up and in by Sean Phillips, who's got 9. Missouri takes a 2-point lead. 11 and a half minutes to play. Wilkinson left of the logo for Ross, guarded by Barrett. Right wing for Wilkinson away from the arc towards the top of the key. Wraparound pass, right side, Cannon Catchings, and a foul as Cyril got knocked down hard. Courtney Green is going to call the foul against Missouri's Robinson. Cyril holding his right rib area, and another review coming up with 11:21 to play. Both teams head to the benches.
Jeremy's keeping track of reviews. That's 3 from Pat Adams and crew tonight.
They tend to
The play on the floor is a common foul.
lead in that category. Statistics will show.
We have had a lot of activity off the ball, too. It's amazing how many of these fouls, thus the reviews, have come away from the basketball.
Gentile is now the apparel provider of the Tiger Radio Network. Check out their new collection of Mizzou apparel at gentileapparel.com or at Bingham's in downtown the next time you come to town. Phillips might get called for a flagrant one with a forearm.
And he did make contact with the forearm. I can't believe Cyril was affected that was as he did a backwards flop.
And he got hit in the back by Robinson and then hit in the chest by Phillips of Missouri. We saw a classic flop at LSU.
Yeah, that was flop of the year.
Yeah.
That was flop of the year. This isn't that bad, but I know the bigger they are, the harder they fall, but please. Call a foul, which they did.
There's a common foul on Zero White.
Oh,
It'll be a play out of bounds. It's common foul on Zero White.
That's it. Good.
Common foul, and so Robinson picks up the personal.
The way he started that, I thought he was going to say end, but Pat, being the veteran official, as he is, didn't buy the flopperooski there, because that's what that was.
52-50. Cyril will step to the free throw line. 6'11", 260-pounder. Man, he was dislodged off of his feet.
Unbelievable. Knocked to the ground. My vote still goes to LSU, though. Which player was that? I can't even remember. We just did the game. They all run together. But that was a flop of all flops.
Mark Mitchell was the player called for the offensive foul. I think it might have been a Woko.
Yeah. Anyway. We call him like we see him, and we've seen a few.
To the free throw line, Santos Cyril. After a trip to the locker room, Trent Pierce comes back to the Missouri bench. Cyril misses the free throw, rebound tapped again. Tapped the third time, controlled by Catchings. Left corner, Wilkins open three. Catch and shoot, missed it. Rebound tapped out of bounds. Last touch by Cyril.
So the rebounding, Mike, is 32-24 in favor of Georgia. Bulldogs with 14 offensive rebounds.
And this is a Georgia team in SEC play that's been -7 on the glass through the first 5 games.
Yep.
Out-rebounded 44-37. Left of the logo. Barrett gets it. Tip of the logo taken by Mark Mitchell. Hands to Barrett behind him. Now fans towards the half-court line. Guarded by Wilkinson. Behind the back. Gets to the right side of the lane. Blocked by Cyril to the corner. It'll stay with Missouri with 10:54 to play. Tigers clinging to a 2-point lead. Blue Cane's going to come back in for Mike White. 4th season at Georgia. He's 71-49. Dennis Gates in his 4th season at Missouri. 68-51. T.O. Barrett to inbound. Right sideline near the right corner. Catchings guarding the ball. Floated in, caught by Mitchell on the right wing, guarded by Ross. Puts it on the deck, handling the ball, trying to break him down off the dribble to the free throw line. Turns back middle, put it up right hand, missed it. Rebound Robinson. Robinson on the baseline, outside Stone from the left wing from 3, missed it. Rebound Robinson, comes top of the key, scoop it right wing, Cruz. 3 ball, missed it. Rebound Kane. Georgia with the ball, poked away by Barrett, pulled down by Kane, throws it into the front court by Wilkinson. Deep 3, missed it. Rebound Barrett of Missouri. Throws ahead to Stone running. Stone into the front court on the left side of the key. Probing with Kane. Left corner Robinson comes left baseline cut off. Fans outside, now left wing Stone. One bounce, head and shoulder fake. Sends it right wing Mitchell. His 3. Made it. Mark splashes in a 3. A rare 3 from Mark Mitchell. Goes down in Missouri. Opens a 5-point lead in transition. Georgia misses at the basket, but Mizzou leads is 55-50. A foul against Missouri.
Missouri's got to get back, though. They were excited about that basket, understandably. A rare 3, as you called, from Mark Mitchell. But then the Tigers late getting back. And again, the 6'11" Cyril raced up the court. Tremendous athlete. Georgia plays fast and got Missouri right back here with its effort at the free throw lines now.
Mitchell picks up the foul. Mark now 7 of 25 from the three-point line this season. Cyril's free throw. First one good for the 85% foul shooter. With 10:05 to play, cuts the lead to 55-51. Millender comes in. Ross sits down. Next free throw, good. Georgia now 12 of 14 from the foul line. Cut the lead to 3, 1 possession game with just over 10 minutes to play. Barrett in the backcourt working against Wilkinson from left to right. Comes into the front court with his right hip towards the defender. Now gets it back from Stone. Takes it to the left wing. Onto the basket. Pivots back. Left wing Mitchell. Mitchell drives to the left elbow. Left side of the lane. Leans in. Flip it left hand. Missed it. Tipped by Cruz. And Missouri takes a 57-52 lead. In transition, Wilkinson to the right elbow, to the right side lane. Scoop it, missed it badly. Rebound Barrett of Missouri, outlet Mitchell. Tigers lead by 5 in transition. Mitchell, right wing Cruz, open 3, in and out. Rebound Cyril. Millender will bring it right to left in the front court for Georgia, who trails by 5 with 9:20 to play in the game. Millender on the left wing, deep 3 off the bounce, rims in, cuts the lead to 2.
Well, that was Smurf Millender there from deep on the left side, out by the sideline. Just a one-man game there. 3-point shot that fell. Boy, Georgia plays fast, Mike.
Yes, they do. Robinson working in the backcourt against Kane. Sorry about that, bud.
No, my problem.
Handling the ball on the left side. Come back in. Next at ball will be Stagg. To the left side, Barrett. Around Kane into the paint. European stride. Kind of out of control, but gets bailed out by the defender with a body. Barrett helped up by two of his teammates. 7th team foul against Georgia. 1 in bonus coming up for T.O. Barrett. 84% in the SEC, 84% on the season. Barrett came in averaging 5 points, almost 2 rebounds, and 2.5 assists. Luke Northweather and Sebastian Mack both saw time in the first half. But that's been it from the Barrett, those 3 from the Missouri bench.
I'm not even going to say Missouri's free throw percentage at the line. I won't say it until after these 2 shots.
I don't know why you would just put it out there.
I'm not going to do it.
Barrett's free throw. Good.
Just one more, and then I'm going to say it. Once this is done, Jeremy, then I won't go over it again. I'm going to say it after this one. It'll be a nice even number, Mike.
Phillips is going to come in for Missouri, replacing Mark Mitchell. Javon Porter missing his 7th consecutive game tonight for Missouri. Out with an injury. Next free throw from Barrett.
10 for 10 for the Tigers as T.O. sinks them both. We're knocking on wood.
59-55. Right wing Kane, a deep 3. Air ball. Stone with the rebound for Missouri. Tigers with the ball, 4-point lead. Robinson, left wing Cruz, dribbles around his man, throws it outside, left side between the circles. Robinson, reverse it right side, Stone. Away from the arc, wants a high screen from Phillips. Handling the ball against Kane, doesn't use it, right baseline. Driving Barrett under the basket. Wraparound pass for Phillips, double teamed, deflected and taken away by Stagg. Stagg leaves it for Millender, brings it into the front court from right to left. Georgia down by 4. Millender in the paint with the left hand, turns back middle. Right wing Wilkinson, and a foul called against Phillips. He fouled Millender, or he fouled Cyril. Fourth personal foul against Sean Phillips.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Cyril initiated the contact, working for position offensively, but again, I think with Sean's reaction, the kind of the arm back across Cyril, it's a tough call, but understandable, if not clear cut.
Mike White wants a review. James Breeding just got in the air, and Pat Adams.
And another one.
We have another review. Number 4.
I don't think this is flagrant. Common foul. It shouldn't be flagrant. We'll see. We got more than 8 minutes to go, too, by the way.
The floor is a common foul. The player's under review for a possible flagrant foul.
Comes with 8:13 to play in the ball game. Missouri with a 59-55 lead. Helping people of all ages develop skills to overcome physical, mental, and financial challenges across our great state of Missouri. The Center for Human Services. Sean Phillips initially grabbed the jersey and then came back with a kind of a left back of his hand towards the face area of Cyril. The Georgia coaches looked at the iPad down next to the bench and immediately started calling for the review.
I saw just the first bit of contact. He got him twice, and the second one was up high. So
timeout on the court. We take a break. The Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Tiger fans, let's salute the real heroes, our military service members. Veterans United Home Loans is proud to honor them as the hero of the game.
Know a veteran or active duty service member who deserves the spotlight? Nominate your hero today at veteransunited.com/hero. That's veteransunited.com/hero. Help us recognize those who've served with courage, dedication, and pride.
When second's making a play, short's got to cover.
A winning insurance strategy doesn't rely on one person.
Good hustle, good hustle.
Two things: communicate with your guys and make sure everyone's in the right coverage.
It takes a team that knows its roles well, working together to provide an exceptional experience.
Set the screen. You have to protect yourself. All right, Wildcats on 3. 1, 2, 3, Wildcats!
At Shelter Insurance, you can count on our local agents and award-winning customer service to help you protect what matters most.
Tiger fans, do you like to gamble? Well, gambling's exactly what you're doing if you have your home or business electrical installation done by a contractor who's not qualified, trained, and insured. Don't take the chance. Be safe. Be certain. Use only IBEW contractors to do your electrical work. The stakes are just too high for anything else. You can depend on your hometown IBEW and IBEW contractors.
An official review of a contact down low between Sean Phillips and Santos Cyril of Georgia. Fourth official review that we've had tonight. Vanderbilt trailing by 22 at Arkansas with 5:50 to play. Auburn with a 56-48 lead at Ole Miss. LSU loses at Florida 79-61. Oklahoma loses at South Carolina 85-76. One in bonus for Cyril. Foul was not upgraded.
That's called. It's going to be a common foul on white, number 15.
Common foul against Phillips is his fourth. So Cyril, the 85% foul shooter, at the free throw line where he's 6 of 7 tonight. Georgia trailing 59-55. Makes the first.
Sean's committed these 4 fouls, but I think Missouri really needs him in there with his big body and physicality and his athleticism to combat Cyril there, because without Sean, Missouri not real strong inside defensively.
Next free throw good by Cyril, who is replaced by Justin Abson. And I think Mike White's done a really good job getting him out when he's about ready to maybe lose it a bit.
Yeah, we've seen a few moments here, again, with him and Sean, and we called it early. You could just tell the first couple of minutes that neither would go quietly in their individual competition, let alone in the bigger game.
Full court pressure, Missouri with 3 guards, Stone, Robinson, and Barrett, who will inbound with Stagg guarding the ball. Ball deflected out of bounds by Stagg. Big, long player, got hands up. 6'8", 230-pound freshman out of IMG Academy, hometown's Chesapeake, Virginia. Barrett slides right of the basket in the backcourt to inbound it. Holds. Now bounces it in. Robinson against Wilkinson handling the ball. Leaves it back for Barrett. Barrett will work against Stagg, handling the ball, coming left to right in the front court. Shot clock down to 20. Just over 8 minutes to play. Missouri by 2. Left wing for Stone. Stone away from the three-point line. Guarded by Millender. Comes behind Phillips to the free throw line. 16-footer. Rims out. Rebound tipped by Phillips. Controlled by Phillips. On the right block. Double team. Leans middle. Tries to split the defenders. Right corner Stone. Left-hand drive to the right elbow. Scoops it up. Left side of the basket. Good.
7 points all in the second half. Outside shot not going, but he's getting the ball on the floor and to the basket.
61-57, 7.5 to play. Tigers by 4. Wilkinson left side of the key, right side Millender. Millender working against Stone to the right side. Hands it outside Kane on the right sideline. Driving to the right elbow, to the right block. A little runner off the glass. Good over Jaden Stone.
Blue Kane answering. He too has not had the outside shot at all, but he shows he has more in his offensive repertoire with that basket.
Pearson Mitchell to come in next at ball. Barrett just inside a half court, top of the key, back to the basket. Phillips faces up. One bounce, hands to Stone, who faces up just inside the logo. Shot clock at 12 in the paint for Phillips. Down low, turns middle, jump hook, misses. Rebound, and a foul against Cruz for a push against Millender. Cruz picks up the personal foul. That's his third. So Georgia, trailing 61-59, will walk down to their end of the court to shoot free throws with a chance to tie the game on the 10th team foul against Missouri here in the second half.
Well, Missouri's a perfect 10 for 10 at the line. Georgia 14 of 16 at the stripe. So both teams happy to be there tonight. And we may have a lot of free throws, Mike. 6:55 to go. 10 team fouls on Mizzou, 7 on the Bulldogs.
Well, you said early on before the under 16 mark to settle in, bring your pillow, because it could be a long second half.
We had 9 fouls between the two teams in the first 3 minutes or so of the second half. They had set the pace early for these last 20 minutes.
Cruz and Phillips sit down. Mitchell and Pierce back in. Cyril replaces Absent after Millender made the first free throw. Second one about ready to come to try to tie it at 61, and he does. Less than 7 to play, full court pressure. Stone to inbound it. Floats it in left sideline, caught by Mitchell, brings it into the front court from left to right. Left of the logo on the Norm Stewart script in front of the Missouri bench. Handling the ball left side of the key. Now left wing. Gets to the left elbow. Throws it right wing Stone. Ball fake. Handling the ball right side of the key. Left baseline Pierce. Catch and shoot 3. Misses. Rebound tapped by Robinson to Barrett on the right wing. Barrett throws it in the paint underneath Stone. Hanging, double clutches, misses. Rebound tipped out to the sideline by Georgia. Missouri keeps it with 6:28 to play. Fresh 20 on the shot clock. Game tied at 61.
Really like what I'm seeing from T.O. Barrett. You know, he's getting more and more minutes played. Seems to be a bit more under control tonight. You're never going to lose that aggressive style that he has, but 7 points, 5 rebounds, a pair of assists. Could have been a third there with a nice delivery.
Inbound to Mitchell from Barrett. Left wing beyond 3. Will try a 3. Misses it. Rebound Blue Kane. Georgia with the ball. Game tied at 61. Kane in the backcourt handling the ball. Backs away from the defender Stone. Now brings it into the front court from right to left. Middle of the floor, gets to the right side of the lane, to the right block, head and shoulder fake. Head and shoulder fake, leans in, puts it up off the glass and in, and Georgia leads 63-61.
It's well done by Blue Kane. Now 8 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists for the Georgia junior.
Pierce comes into the front court against the pressure and slows the pace. Guarded by Cyril, hands it to Barrett, curls it to the right wing, guarded closely by Wilkinson. Fans outside beyond 3, middle of the floor, taken by Stone. Stone with a jab step, guarded by Millender, picked up on the switch by Stagg. To the left baseline, slashing, tried to throw it up reverse, missed it, but got fouled by Santos Cyril, who picks up his third. So Jaden Stone will shoot free throws. Stone with 7 points. He's 3 of 11 from the field, 1 for 5 from 3, and will shoot free throws for the first time with Missouri trailing 63-61.
Jaden's chipped in with 7 rebounds, 6 assists, and 3 steals with those 7 points.
Rims in the free throw. Tigers 66% from the line in the SEC. Shooting it at a much better clip tonight.
Jaden now at 1,000 points exactly for his career with that 8th point of the ball game.
Misses the free throw. After 11 consecutive made free throws, number 12 hits the rim and falls away. 63-62 Georgia. Left side between the circles, Kane. Kane with a jab step behind a pick from Cyril. Curls it to the elbow. 15-footer over Mitchell. Wide right. Rebound off of Cyril. Out of bounds. Last touch by Anthony Robinson, says James Breeding. Dennis Gates looks to his folks who have the iPad to see if they want to review. They want to review. Clearly hit Robinson's foot. Now they try to wave it off. They do wave it off.
Yeah, that's.
Is that what it cost them a
right
timeout?
And boy, in a game like this, it's close. So I see why they're thinking of it now. But you still got 5 minutes to go. You may want that later.
63-62 Georgia. Cyril takes the inbounds pass. Right wing inside the arc. Holds it high above his head. Now throws it outside to Millender. Behind a Cyril pick to the right wing on the arc. To the elbow, into the paint, to the left block, pivots to the middle, now leans back, head and shoulder fake, turns, puts up a fadeaway that dances in over Mark Mitchell's outstretched arms. 5'11 Millender over the 6'9 Mitchell. 65-62 Georgia, just over 5 to play. Mitchell on the right wing, probing with the ball. Double teamed on the sideline, outside for Stone. Right side of the key, now fans beyond the three-point line. Cut off top of the key. Throws it left wing on the sideline. Pierce drives left baseline to the rim, misses the dunk, gets it back, ball tipped up, Kane's got it, throws it ahead to Cannon. Catchings to the rim, jams it, and Georgia opens up a 67-62 lead.
They've got to get back, Missouri. Georgia plays ultra fast. That's what they do. They race up court.
Dennis Gates takes a timeout with 4:33 to play. Georgia has made 4 of its last 5 field goal attempts, and they open up a 5-point lead. Missouri has not scored in the last 3:11. No field goals in the last 3:11. Missouri takes the timeout elsewhere. Arkansas with an 86-59 lead over Vanderbilt.
Well, how about that? Arkansas roughly 30 points over Vandy. That's going to have its 3rd straight loss, falling to Texas, Florida, and now Arkansas handily tonight.
And outscoring Arkansas in the paint tonight, 46-16. Jeremy Washington is our engineer here above 106 inside of Mizzou Arena. Jeremy took in a little gymnastics action on Friday night with his family.
Boy, what a match that was. Missouri and Oklahoma. Top 10 showdown, and the Sooners prevailed, but it was close and a bit wildly entertaining. I'm sure they had a big crowd at right here at the arena for that.
67-62 is the Georgia lead with 4:33 to play. Missouri will inbound from the hash mark in the front court over on the left side. Cruz just to the right of the Missouri bench to inbound it. Tigers with Robinson, Stone, Mitchell, and T.O. Barrett joining Jacob Cruz, who gets the ball into Barrett left of the logo. Comes middle of the floor with the right hand. Crossover, gets to the right wing inside the arc, pivots outside, top of the key, Cruz. Cruz with one bounce, can't get it to Barrett, gets it to Stone. Faces up, guarded by Kane. 10 on the shot clock on the right side on the wing. Drives inside the arc, cut off by Kane. To the baseline, double team, slashes, wild shot, missed it. Rebound off of Surreal, out of bounds, and it stays with Missouri. Surreal's own man knocked it away from him on the baseline.
Yeah, not a great possession for Missouri, so they're kind of saved there by the Georgia deflection out of bounds. 20 seconds down the shot clock. Missouri's got to get a good shot here. Down 5, and as we approach the 4-minute mark left.
Baseline left, bounce it in, left block Mitchell, curls to the right side of the basket, put it up, missed it, ball tapped out, controlled by Georgia. 3-on-2 the other way. Millender handling the ball, fans outside between the circles, now right of the logo. Kane right side for Catchings, who misses the 3, rebounded by Stone of Missouri. Tigers come left to right, down 5 with less than 4 to play. Stone, right wing Robinson. Robinson throws it outside, taken by Stone, behind a pick, puts up a 3, makes it. Knocked it down off the bounce, cuts the lead to 2 with 3:40 to play.
Boy, that's a huge basket, Mike. I mean, huge. Another Missouri miss. Georgia stretches it to 7 or 8 under 4, but instead, Stone brings the Tigers within a couple.
Stone with 11, back in double figures. Every game that he's played except for 1. 3:24 to play. Millender to the left side of the court for Georgia. Comes top of the key with the dribble. Right wing Catchings, right corner Kane. Ball fake now, drives to the rim. Scoops it reverse, missed it, gets it back, taps it out. Run down by Wilkinson. Wilkinson, right wing Catchings. Step back 3 off the bounce, missed it. Rebound pulled down by Surreal. Left side of the key, Millender. 3:03 to play. Georgia with a 3rd opportunity on this possession. Millender on the left sideline away from the Georgia bench. Mike White directing traffic. They go 1-2-3 flat. On the right side, Millender, guarded by Barrett, trying to break him down, gets free throw line, spins right side of the lane, put it up, missed it. Rebound, Millender rips it out and comes to the right wing a 4th time on this possession. Right corner, Kane, wide open 3, missed it. Rebound, Surreal, left elbow, 1 bounce hanging, and a foul against Missouri takes us to the under 4 timeout. 5 offensive rebounds for Georgia on that possession. Bulldogs lead by 2, and free throws coming up after the under 4 timeout with 2:35 to play. On the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
We believe banking should make your life greater. It starts with affordable options to meet today's needs and tomorrow's dreams. From smart account options that fit your style to flexible loans for what comes next. It means convenient ways to access and manage your money whenever you need it and wherever you're headed. Most of all, it takes great support. Someone you can count on for trusted guidance and to be there for you every step of the way. Great options, great convenience, great support. For life. Great Southern Bank. Understanding what really matters. Member FDIC.
A message about safe driving from University of Missouri head basketball coach Dennis Gates.
Basketball requires everyone to be responsible teammates. Driving requires the same exact thing. Crashes can be avoided by practicing safe driving habits. Please leave all distractions aside. Once you're behind that wheel, that is your number one priority. Buckle up, phone down. Slow down, drive sober.
Brought to you by Save Mo Lives.
Two minutes and 35 seconds to play in regulation. Georgia 67, Missouri 65. As we pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Mizzou Basketball on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield. Socket Fiber brings you the postgame show at the conclusion of this game. 2-point Georgia lead. Free throws coming up for the Bulldogs. 5 offensive rebounds on 1 possession.
And Missouri's fortunate, no points at least yet for Georgia on this possession that keeps going and going and going thanks to the offensive board. So they hope here that at the free throw line, maybe the Dogs hit just 1 of 2. Maybe they miss them both and keep it a 1-possession game. But Missouri extremely fortunate after getting outworked on the boards here by the Georgia Bulldogs, especially in that last sequence.
Arkansas routs Vanderbilt 93-68 in Fayetteville. So Arkansas goes to 4-2. Vandy falls to 3-3 in the league.
We'll say it again, too. I think it bears repeating. It's just so hard to win on the road in this league. And if you're Missouri, you've really got to protect home court. Missouri's been wonderful at home, unbeaten for the whole season, but you can't let one get away because they're so hard to come by anywhere, but especially on the road, obviously.
So Samto Cyril back to the free throw line, where he is 8 of 9 tonight in 10 minutes of action. 25 minutes of action, he's got 10 points and 8 rebounds. He's only got 1 double-double on the season. Makes the free throw. The lead is 3, trying to make it a 2-possession game with 2.5 to play.
He's been good at the line tonight, hasn't he? Just 6 of 12 in conference play coming in, but he's looked comfortable there this evening.
The next free throw off the rim, missed it. Rebound, Cruz of Missouri. 1-possession game, 2.5 to play. Barrett comes and gets the ball. He'll work against Kane from left to right. Comes into the front court right of the logo. Behind a staggered screen to the left side, to the left wing inside the arc. Now probes outside. Picked up by Catchings. Now Kane gets him. Drives Kane to the block. Jump stop. Head and shoulder fake. Put it up and in.
So well done. That is playing under control off 2 feet. Big basket, T.O. Barrett.
68-67 with 2:05 to play. Crowd comes to its feet here at Mizzou Arena. Kane throws it outside. Wilkinson, right elbow extended, taken by Cyril. Back to the basket now as he pivots outside. Wants to hand the ball off. Can hand the ball off. Skips it left side. Millender open 3. Made it. Splashed it in. Big shot, 71-67. Georgia leads by 4 with 1:45 to play. A 2-possession game. Mizzou with the ball. Barrett brings it into the front court. Kind of behind the staggered screen. Goes to the left side. Guarded by Wilkinson. Barrett handling the ball with the right hand. Guarded by Wilkinson. Holds him off with the left. Barrett kind of standing. Barrett now behind a pick from Phillips to the top of the key. Cut off. Right wing Stone, a leaping grab. Stone guarded by Kane. Jab step, now drives baseline. 2 on the shot clock. Fadeaway jump shot from 10. Splashes in with 1:14 to play to cut the lead to 2.
Are you kidding me, Mike? Turnaround, fadeaway, baseline jumper as the shot clock expires. Whoa!
Can the Tigers get a stop with 64 seconds to play, down 2? Coming to the left side, Wilkinson picks up the dribble, pivots, now throws it top of the key. Cyril back to Wilkinson, and Mike White takes a timeout with 56.4 seconds to play in regulation.
Well, here we are. Less than a minute to go. 2-point game, so still up for grabs, and Georgia will have 15 seconds on the shot clock when we resume play. 56.4 on the game clock.
Jaden Stone with 13. He's averaged 21 in the last two. He's gone by the 1,000-point plateau in this game. He's been in double figures. Now 11 of the 12 games he's played this season for the Tigers.
Again, his shot has not been there tonight like he'd like it to be, but 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, and the 2 biggest points of the night for the Tigers in that last effort that pulled them within 2.
71-69, 56.4 seconds to play. Late night game here in Como on a cold winter night. The crowd is into it. Kane to inbound it. Left sideline in the front court. Cruz guards the ball, gets it into Millender. Shot clock at 13. Millender guarded by Stone. 10 on the shot clock. Cyril takes it, top of the key, hands it outside, stolen by Barrett. Now tipped out of bounds, saved by Wilkinson, who falls down 3 on the shot clock. Ball kicked and saved by Cyril on the baseline. Deep heave by Catchings, misses. Rebound Cruz. Tigers with the ball, 38 seconds to play in regulation. Down by 2. Dennis Gates is going to take a timeout in the front court. Tigers almost got a steal. Georgia retrieved it. Then the ball got poked away. Cyril saves it on the baseline. And then the missed shot. Missouri gets the rebound, and now with 34.4 seconds to play in regulation, Missouri takes a full timeout, trailing 71-69. What do you design? Is the play for Mitchell? Is it for Stone? What are you trying to do here, Chris Gervino?
Well, ideally, I think the first look would be Mark Mitchell inside on the block, obviously. Now, Georgia's going to send a double team. We've seen him send 3 players at Mitchell, so who can play off Mark Mitchell on the block? You've got to have your shooters spot up around him. And I think Stone's been really clutch. Again, his outside shot has not been there, but he's a heady player. He's a veteran, much like Mark Mitchell. So I'd like to see one, if not both of those guys, get a crack at it on this possession. How about T.O. Barrett here, Mike? He's taken over for Anthony Robinson, who's not in the game and hasn't been in the game the last few minutes. Barrett, 9 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. He disrupted things on the defensive end here. So, Missouri didn't get the steal, but they deflected the ball, knocked it away. Georgia got all out of sorts and had to throw it up at the shot clock. So Missouri's defense really prevailed again by the scoreboard. It's a Missouri-type game, a lower-scoring game than Georgia, other than the fact the Dogs still have 2 more points overall.
Auburn leading 69-64 with 1:40 to play. On the road at Ole Miss. Florida wins at home 79-61 over LSU. Oklahoma loses at South Carolina 85-76. Vandy routed 93-68 at Arkansas. And Missouri down by 2 with 34.4 to play in regulation. Cruz to inbound. On the hash mark to the right of the Missouri bench on the left sideline. In the front court, joined by Mitchell, Pierce, Stone, and Barrett. Cruz gets it into Mitchell, top of the key, tip of the logo. 32 seconds to play. Hand it to Barrett, right of the logo. Brings it to the left side of the court. Shot clock at 17. 26 seconds to play. To the right side, handling the ball, Barrett. Top of the key, Cruz. Catch and shoot 3 for the lead.
Oh,
bang! And Missouri takes a 72-71 lead with 19 seconds to play. Handling the ball, Millender in the front court. Goes around Pierce, head and shoulder fake. Pivots back middle of the court. Now pivots again, throws it outside Kane. And a timeout taken by Mike White with 9.7 seconds to play. A big 3 knocked down by Missouri to give the Tigers a 72-71 lead. Jacob Cruz from the top of the key.
Yes, that was a long-range Cruz missile, and called upon Jacob, who been relatively quiet tonight, but you look at his numbers, 11 points, 4 of 8 from the floor. The 3-point shot is back, as evident by that big one, 3 of 7 from the arc. So he has really stepped up after some cold shooting performances, frankly, quiet games in the SEC.
First time he's been in double figures since scoring 13 points against Florida to open up conference play. 72-71 Missouri. 9.7 seconds to play. Georgia will have the ball after the timeout taken by Mike White. You got to think about their shooters on the perimeter. In particular, Wilkinson, Catchings, and Kane, who's 0 for 5 tonight from 3.
Yeah, as
is capable of hitting that shot.
Absolutely. Kane 0 for 5 from the arc, 4 of 16 overall. For the game, Georgia just 28% from three-point range. They're 34% in league play, but Missouri needs one big stop, and as important as that, Mike, a rebound. If there's any time on the clock, they've got to secure the ball and not let a guy like Cyril, for example, or Catchings get a putback, because those two are capable of that.
Kane, though, has struggled mightily of late, just 2 of 25 in the SEC. Mike White sends on the court Cyril, Catchings, along with Wilkinson. Millender to inbound the ball. Mark Mitchell guards the ball. Crowd on its feet. 9.7 seconds to play to inbound at baseline left. Georgia down by 1. Smurf Millender bounces into the paint. Hanging Wilkinson gets fouled. Timeout first taken. Timeout before the inbounds taken by Dennis Gates. Catches a break because Wilkinson came in from the right wing and was wide open in the paint.
Boy, that is fortune. Good timing, good call by Dennis Gates and the officials to fortunately acknowledge his request for a timeout, because they got a layup, Georgia did, but foul.
And I think we're hearing Dennis Gates' message to his team over the loudspeakers. Y'all been ready to make me lose my mind, giving up that wide open shot. Fortunately, you got the timeout.
I mean, that would have been really bad.
9.7 seconds to play. Missouri clinging to a 72-71 lead after the three-pointer from the top of the key by Jacob Cruz.
I'll tell you what happened. T.O. Barrett, looking at the replay, left his man. He looked over at the bench. Gates calling a timeout. It looked like T.O. just assumed it was given before it was, and fortunately it was given at that time. T.O. was right, but man, that was risky.
So again, Millender inbounded right of the basket on the baseline. 9.7 seconds to play in regulation. Millender with Mitchell guarding the ball. Holds his spot, now floats it in, caught by Cyril on the left wing, handed outside. Millender curls it to the right elbow against Phillips, scoop it up, and it dances in, and he got fouled by Phillips with 5.5 seconds to play in regulation. Smurf Millender at 5'11" with a drive to the right side of the basket and got it up and under the outstretched arms of the 7-footer Sean Phillips, who fouls out of the game to give Georgia a 73-72 lead.
Well, the quickness of Millender too much for Phillips, despite giving up more than a foot in height. So now a free throw shooter, and Millender is pretty good, 77% in league play. But even if he makes it, Missouri's got a chance, would be down 2 to tie or win it with still 5.5 seconds.
You can go the length of the court in 4.8.
We've seen it.
To the free throw line, Smurf Millender. 17 points off the bench, give him 18. The lead for Georgia's 74-72. So Jordan Ross comes in replacing Millender. 5.5 seconds to play in regulation. Stone will inbound. Anthony Robinson's going to come off the Missouri bench. Replacing Trent Pierce. So it's Cruz, Barrett, Robinson, Mark Mitchell, and Jaden Stone who will inbound.
You don't have to get a 3. With Robinson and Barrett, they're quick enough. You can get a 2 if it's a better look and a decent look.
2 defenders for Georgia in the backcourt. Only T.O. Barrett for Missouri. On the left sideline in the front court, Mark Mitchell, Cruz, and Anthony Robinson down close to the right baseline. Jaden Stone inbound, nobody guarding the ball with 5.5 to play. Tigers down 2, into Barrett. Barrett handling the ball, left to right, comes in the front court, 2 seconds to play to Cruz. Catch and shoot, deep bomb, missed it. Missouri loses for the first time at home. The Tigers lose, final score 74-72 as Georgia gets a late three-point play by Smurf Millender to hand Missouri its first loss at home of the season. And then Jacob Cruz went after Millender. He's being restrained. Other Georgia players are being restrained. Tiger players being restrained. As Georgia wins it to hand Missouri its second consecutive loss. Tigers fall to 13-6 and 3-3 in the SEC. Georgia comes back to win. Bulldogs go to 16-3 and 4-2 in the SEC. Again, the final here in Como. 74-72. Georgia hands Missouri its first home loss of the season. On the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Every team needs someone who steps up when it counts. You've got the ball, clock's running out. What are you going to do? Will you pass or take the shot? Guys, when an unexpected pregnancy happens, you have a choice. Stay silent or step into your role as a father. Your voice matters. Your presence matters. Vitae Foundation's research proves it. When men speak up with compassion and confidence, women feel supported in choosing life. Learn more at afewgoodmenstudy.com. Brought to you by Vitae Foundation.
A Progressive Home and Auto Bundle can protect you round the clock, but we can't protect you from those painful moments in sports.
Oh, I can't believe we blew a 5-touchdown lead.
Sure, but you got to feel like they were going to win for almost the entire game.
But I was about to buy playoff tickets.
So you were prepared for a good time. That's pretty nice.
It's the worst loss any team has ever had.
And you got to witness history.
Okay, we're done here.
Well, at least your home and auto are protected with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
It's game time. As Mizzou Hoops action heats up, there's only one way to cool down. Shock Top Belgian White. So grab your friends and a couple cold ones and toast to the thrill of college basketball. Shock Top Belgian White. Shock your world. This refreshing beer brings a burst of citrus to your glass, making it the perfect choice for cheering on the Mizzou Tigers. Whether you're courtside or couchside, Shock Top Belgian White is a slam dunk for all the nail-biting buzzer beaters and unforgettable alley-oops. Shock Top, official craft beer sponsor of the Missouri Tigers. Please enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, Shock Top Brewing Company, Portland, Oregon.
A message about safe driving from University of Missouri head basketball coach Dennis Gates.
Basketball requires everyone to be responsible teammates. Driving requires the same exact thing. Crashes can be avoided by practicing safe driving habits. Please leave all distractions aside. Once you're behind that wheel, that is your number one priority. Buckle up, phone down. Slow down, drive sober.
Brought to you by Save Mo Lives.
You could call it swagger. You could call it a vibe. You could call it confidence. You could call it cool. Or you could call it exactly as it is, Tiger Pride. Show your Mizzou spirit with the Tiger Checking Card, only from Central Bank. Sign up today at tigerchecking.com. Central Bank. Strong roots, endless possibilities. Member FDIC.
We know the prep, the grit, the determination, even the pregame pep talks. We know what it takes to compete. Upping our game day in and day out for the best care. The latest treatment options and the strongest training programs to get and keep athletes at their best. InU Healthcare Sports Medicine. Because we're competitors too.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup for the top college athletic programs for the 2025-26 college athletic season? Check out the criteria and follow the year-long standings of your favorite team at L Directors Cup on the X platform or online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2026 to the winning institutions in all college sports divisions. The Learfield Directors Cup, powered by NACTA, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
On the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield, Mizzou basketball has been brought to you by IBEW Nika. On time and on budget. That's what you hear from Union Electrical Contractors. This is the Socket Fiber postgame show.
Smurf Millender's three-point play with 5.5 seconds to go. The difference in the game as Missouri loses for the first time at home this season, 74-72. Socket Fiber brings you the speed breakdown. 30 seconds. Your take on what took place tonight.
Well, neither team shot the ball very well. I mean, the shooting numbers were really down for both squads. I thought Georgia certainly better on the boards than Missouri, not by a ton, but 44-39 and 19-15 on the offensive glass. They had one where they had a possession. They had 5 different shots at the ball coming down the stretch when they had the lead. So it's just not good enough for Missouri. They gave themselves a chance. The score's in the low 70s, right where Missouri has been playing in the SEC. Georgia's been in the upper 80s, but Missouri couldn't take advantage of Georgia's off-shooting and its defense to get a home win, and they suffered their first home loss of the season.
And you look back to the final play, T.O. Barrett, much too hesitant coming from left to right into the front court that resulted in a turnaround three from just to the right of the Norm Stewart script.
Right, and that's exactly right, Mike. If you just keep it to that sequence of the game at the end, Tio was just far too casual. I don't know if he had the count going in his head or not. 5.5 seconds is time to get a decent shot, but not at that pace. Very slow. And, Cruz hit some threes tonight, but you don't want even Jacob Cruz taking a turnaround three-point shot from out between the circles. Not a high percentage for any shooter.
So Missouri's dropped its last two. Tigers go to 11-1 at home this season. They came in the NCAA net ranked number 67. They fall to 2-4 in quad 1 games, 1-2 in quad 2, 1-0 in quad 3, and again 9-0 against quad 4 opponents. Georgia was number 27 in the net coming into the game. Georgia goes to 2-2 in quad 1 games, 5-0 against quad 2, 1-1 against quad 3, and 8-0 against quad 4 as the Bulldogs go to 16-3 on the season and 4-2 in the SEC. Final score at Mizzou Arena. Georgia beats Mizzou 74-72 on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Every team needs someone who steps up when it counts. You've got the ball, clock's running out. What are you going to do? Will you pass or take the shot? Guys, when an unexpected pregnancy happens, you have a choice. Stay silent or step into your role as a father. Your voice matters. Your presence matters. Vitae Foundation's research proves it. When men speak up with compassion and confidence, women feel supported in choosing life. Learn more at afewgoodmenstudy.com. Brought to you by Vitae Foundation.
From Stewart to Gates, Sunvold to Mitchell, Mizzou fans have always dreamed big. And at Multiply Credit Union, we're proud to keep that spirit alive. We're bringing fans across Tiger Nation better rates, real rewards, and accounts built to back their goals every step of the way. This isn't banking as usual, it's banking multiplied. Grow together, live fully, be more. Multiply Credit Union, the official credit union of Mizzou Athletics.
You're listening to the Socket Fiber postgame show. This is Mizzou basketball from Learfield.
The Club at Old Hawthorne is a terrific golf course with amazing practice facilities, which is why the Mizzou golf teams play here. Here's what you might not know. The Club at Old Hawthorne is a community with a welcoming environment that's a perfect fit for an active lifestyle. Golf, tennis, pickleball, swimming, and a fitness center with classes all at one club. The Club at Old Hawthorne. Visit oldhawthorne.com to learn more or schedule a tour. I'm Mike Kelly, the voice of the Missouri Tigers. How much do I love Old Hawthorne? I live here.
Giving back to the community is a pillar for Mizzou Athletics and one that we're proud to emulate here at Brew Pub Lots of Matzo Pizza. As a proud partner of Mizzou Athletics, Brew Pub is proud to announce our support of local heroes through our partnership with the Tunnel to Towers Foundation. With every purchase of the new Brew Pub Patriot Pizza, we're helping support veterans, first responders, law enforcement officers, and their families during difficult times. Look for the new Brew Pub Patriot Pizza today in your local grocery store and enjoy a great pizza for a greater cause.
The home for Tiger Talk Coaches shows is Harpo's Bar and Grill in downtown Columbia. Join us Tuesdays or Wednesday nights for the inside scoop on all things Mizzou basketball. Hear from the voice of the Tigers, Mike Kelly, along with Mizzou women's head coach Kelly Harper at 6 p.m. and Mizzou men's head coach Dennis Gates at 7 p.m. Come early, grab your spot, and enjoy great food and drink specials during the show. That's Tiger Talk, only at Harpo's Bar and Grill. Visit MUTigers.com for the full show schedule.
As the parent of an athlete, you've got to give them every advantage possible. And if your child wants to play at the highest level of their sport, they should be training with two people who played at the highest level of theirs. Introducing API Project Fitness and their sports performance program. Certified in training athletes from 5 to 18 plus. API Project Fitness teaches athletes to be more explosive, more mobile, and will teach your athlete how to excel both on and off the field. Find your fire. ProjectFitnessAPI.com.
On the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield, Mizzou basketball has been brought to you by Great Southern Bank, understanding what really matters. Member FDIC. Welcome back to the Socket Fiber postgame show.
Tigers lose for the first time at home, 74-72, as Missouri falls to 13-6 and 3-3 in the SEC. Anthony Robinson with 4 points, 1 of 7 from the field, 0 for 4 from 3. He had 4 rebounds in the game and also 3 turnovers. Sean Phillips, 9 points, 4 of 5 from the field, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. He also pulled down 2 rebounds in the game as he played 18 minutes. 36 minutes for Jaden Stone, 13 points, 5 of 14 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, and he leads Missouri with 8 rebounds tonight. Mark Mitchell played 36 minutes in the game, finished with 18 points, 7 of 15 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 3 of 3 from the foul line. He also pulled down 5 rebounds. Jacob Cruz with 11 points, hit a 3 at the top of the key that gave Missouri a brief lead. Cruz 4 of 8 from the field, 3 of 7 from 3, had 5 rebounds in the game. Meanwhile, T.O. Barrett finished with 9 points, also had 6 rebounds in the game, as the Tigers guard also handed out 3 assists. Trent Pierce with 8 points. Sebastian Mack did not score, nor did Luke Northweather. 74-72 the final. Dennis Gates is alongside. Your thoughts on the game?
Outstanding atmosphere in Mizzou Arena. Obviously, we didn't come out on the side of the game that we wanted to. I thought Georgia, credit to them, they kept fighting. They knocked down 21 free throw. Well, they had 21 free throw attempts, made 18. Their 50% free throw shooter went 9 for 11. And obviously, we can't win ball games when teams shoot double our free throw attempts. We came out with a slow start, but our guys fall back.
Take us through the last 2 possessions, if you will. Their offensive possession and then your final possession.
Their offensive possession was simple. They ended up coming off a dribble handoff. We switched, and credit to Melinder. He ended up getting the ball underneath Sean's arm and ended up with an and 1 foul.
And then on the final possession, just again, what were you trying to get for your final shot?
Well, we was in the same action that we had with Cruz. I wanted T.O. to possibly drive to tie it up, but we settled for the pass, and Cruz shot.
Coach, I know how important Anthony Robinson is to you and the team, and I agree with you. I think generally the Tigers often go as he goes. He's had a couple of tough games, 2 of 11 from the field, 0 of 5 from 3, 6 turnovers, 2 assists, just played 43 minutes total of a possible 80 against LSU and Georgia. What can you do? What do you hope to do to get him back? Because we know how good he can be and how important he is.
Yeah, he just got to keep fighting through it, just through the obstacles, and get on the other side of it. That's pretty much what tough players do, and he's one of the toughest we have. So credit T.O. Barrett for stepping up in the meantime. 3 assists, 1 turnover, 9 points, 6 rebounds. But ultimately, that game, we got to be able to close it out. We wasn't able to get the stop.
Opportunity to jump back in it on Saturday against Oklahoma. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, MIZ.
ZOU. Dennis Gates brought to you by the Laborers of Missouri. Take a break. We're back after this on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
At MU Healthcare, believing anything is possible is how we treat every patient. It's how we find answers to medicine's most difficult questions, like uncovering new ways to help the body fight cancer, renewing hope for epilepsy patients, and stopping muscular dystrophy in its tracks. At MU Healthcare, we won't stop searching for answers. Because when it comes to your health, we never settle. Neither should you.
Quirk Hard Seltzer is a proud partner of Mizzou Athletics. With a winning lineup of flavors including Breakout, Stars, Cherry Blossom and Lime, and Strawberry Lemon and Basil, Quirk packs a Tiger's Paw-sized punch of award-winning flavor made with real fruit juice. Crack a Quirk, Missouri's hard seltzer, when rooting on MIZ this season. 90 calories per 12-ounce serving, gluten-free. Quirk Hard Seltzer, crafted by Boulevard Brewing Company, born and brewed Missouri. Must be 21 plus. Please enjoy responsibly.
The most powerful ideas come from understanding. By asking what's important here. At Great Southern Bank, we start by asking our customers to find out how we're doing and what they really need. Then we get to work, making banking easier and more effective, financing more flexible, and our communities better places to live. It's an ongoing team effort to keep improving how we serve our neighbors day after day. And it all starts with understanding what really matters. Learn more at GreatSouthernBank.com. Member FDIC.
With Progressive Customer Service, there are lots of ways to connect with us, so you never have to miss a second of your favorite sport. Because you'd much rather watch a ball go through a net 124 times in 48 minutes when you don't really have to pay attention until the last 2, and then somehow those 2 minutes will take an hour. You don't want to miss all that. Luckily, you can chat with Progressive on our app, online, or over the phone without missing a single one of those times the ball goes through the metal circle. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
You're listening to the Socket Fiber postgame show. This is Mizzou basketball from Learfield. As the parent of an athlete, you've got to give them every advantage possible. And if your child wants to play at the highest level of their sport, they should be training with two people who played at the highest level of theirs. Introducing API Project Fitness and their sports performance program. Certified in training athletes from 5 to 18 plus. API Project Fitness teaches athletes to be more explosive, more mobile, and will teach your athlete how to excel both on and off the field. Find your fire. ProjectFitnessAPI.com.
Save time when you shop online with Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes it easy to order groceries online through our app or Hy-Vee.com. Pickup is always free. And if you have a Perks Plus membership, you get free delivery and free express pickup. Shop online with Hy-Vee and you can create and save grocery lists, shop the sales, and get fuel savers. Talk about convenient. Order groceries online today. Check out Hy-Vee.com or download the Hy-Vee app.
You're listening to the Socket Fiber postgame show.
74-72, the final score as Georgia comes to Columbia and hands Missouri its first home loss of the season as the Bulldogs pick up win number 16 on the year. Missouri falls to 13-6 on the season. For every Mizzou three-pointer, First State Community Bank makes a donation to the Boys and Girls Club to support kids in our local communities. Tonight, Missouri made 7 threes. $70 will be donated to the Boys and Girls Club. Courtesy of Great Southern Bank, of First State Community Bank, where your financial goals and community support takes center stage. Great Southern Bank brings you the assist program. For every Tiger assist this season, Great Southern Bank will make a donation to the Columbia Public Schools Foundation. Tonight, the Tigers with 14 assists, so $70 goes to the Columbia Public Schools Foundation, courtesy of Great Southern Bank's Assisting Education program. We're back after this on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
The Club at Old Hawthorne is a terrific golf course with amazing practice facilities, which is why the Mizzou golf teams play here. Here's what you might not know. The Club at Old Hawthorne is a community with a welcoming environment that's a perfect fit for an active lifestyle. Golf, tennis, pickleball, swimming, and a fitness center with classes all at one club. The Club at Old Hawthorne. Visit oldhawthorne.com to learn more or schedule a tour. I'm Mike Kelly, the voice of the Missouri Tigers. How much do I love Old Hawthorne? I live here.
Black and gold season never ends at the Tiger Team Store. Gear up for game day with the largest official selection of black and gold gear and gifts. From the latest Mizzou SEC gear to everything you need for your tailgate. The Tiger Team Store is your store for all things Mizzou. The Tiger Team Store has moved and is now located inside Mizzou Arena. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. with extended hours on game day or online at TigerTeamStore.com. It's always black and gold season at the Tiger Team Store.
You're listening to the Socket Fiber postgame show.
74-72, the final here at Mizzou Arena. Thursday night is steak night at Hy-Vee. Enjoy a chef's choice seasoned with Chop House salt and pepper, served with garlic mashed potatoes, sweet buttered corn. Just $12 every Thursday at Hy-Vee. Smurf Millender, 18 points off the bench, including the game winner, a three-point play with 5.5 to play in regulation.
Yeah, it came up big. He really has been good for them, and Georgia's been impressive. Probably Mike White's best team in his 4 years there. They're deep, they're talented, they're athletic. They did not shoot it well tonight, but that's even maybe more credit deserved to them for getting a road victory because they were tough. They out-rebounded Missouri, especially that key sequence where they had 5 shots at it on the offensive end, and they get a close win. They're battle-tested. They've been to overtime 3 times, and they get a road win. And Missouri now has got to forget about this one, turn around quickly, and protect home court against Oklahoma, a team that's really struggling. 1-5 of the Sooners coming in here Saturday afternoon. Missouri absolutely cannot let that one slip away.
74-72, the final score as the Tigers lose to the Georgia Bulldogs. Our thanks to Dylan Riggs and also to Jeremy Washington. For Chris Gervino, I'm Mike Kelly. Stick around because coming up next, Matt Michaels with the one and only Dickie Nutt on the wrap-up show on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
You've been listening to the Socket Fiber postgame show. Mizzou basketball has been brought to you by the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety. Fast breaks on the court are a good thing, but speeding is the leading cause of fatal crashes. Slow down and put your phone down, Tiger fans. Brought to you by Save Mo Lives. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Central Bank Tiger Network.
Tiger fans, do you like to gamble? Well, gambling's exactly what you're doing if you have your home or business electrical installation done by a contractor who's not qualified, trained, and insured. Don't take the chance. Be safe. Be certain. Use only IBEW contractors to do your electrical work. The stakes are just too high for anything else. You can depend on your hometown IBEW and IBEW contractors.
It's game time. As Mizzou hoops action heats up, there's only one way to cool down: Shock Top Belgian White. So grab your friends and a couple cold ones and toast to the thrill of college basketball. Shock Top Belgian White. Shock your world. This refreshing beer brings a burst of citrus to your glass, making it the perfect choice for cheering on the Mizzou Tigers. Whether you're courtside or couchside, Shock Top Belgian White is a slam dunk for all the nail-biting buzzer beaters and unforgettable alley-oops. Shock Top, official craft beer sponsor of the Missouri Tigers. Please enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, Shock Top Brewing Company, Portland, Oregon.
You could call it swagger. You could call it a vibe. You could call it confidence. You could call it cool. Or you could call it exactly as it is: Tiger Pride. Show your Mizzou spirit with a Tiger checking card, only from Central Bank. Sign up today at tigerchecking.com. Central Bank. Strong roots, endless possibilities. Member FDIC.
Life is loud, chaotic, hilarious, and occasionally peaceful. Your life fits you. So why settle for life insurance that fits someone else? At Shelter Insurance, our local agents help you design a personal protection plan backed by award-winning customer service. To get started, find an agent at shelterinsurance.com. We're your shield. We're your shelter. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
We know the prep, the grit, the determination, even the pregame pep talks. We know what it takes to compete. Upping our game day in and day out for the best care. The latest treatment options and the strongest training programs to get and keep athletes at their best. MU Healthcare Sports Medicine. Because we're competitors too.
Nate Bargatze.
Look, I say a lot of dumb stuff. I try to keep it in front of large groups. Seems to go better that way.
Big Dumb Eyes World Tour. Mizzou Arena, Saturday, February 21st.
When you say something dumb one-on-one, it's a lot for that person. I'll say it, then I can just feel that they feel the weight of my life on their shoulders.
Tickets and info at NateBargatze.com. Don't miss the Big Dumb Eyes World Tour. Nate Bargatze.
On the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield, this is the Mizzou Wrap-Up Show.
Really a hard-fought ball game inside Mizzou Arena in Columbia tonight. Unfortunately, at the end, Tigers fall just a bucket short. 74-72 the final as Georgia wins tonight here inside Mizzou Arena, and we're talking things over here on the Wrap-Up Show. Hello there, I'm Matt Michaels, joined right now by Tiger assistant David Dickey Nutt, and this interview brought to you by the Laborers of Missouri. That was really a knockdown, drag-out sort of fight in the Southeastern Conference tonight. What are your first thoughts about the ball game?
Well, it was indeed. It was a slugfest, and it was a hard-fought game. Our guys did some really, really good things. You know, we held a team that came in with all kind of firepower. They were number one in the SEC in scoring and one of the top teams in the country of scoring, and we held them to 36% for the game, and that's something to be proud of. We just didn't get the stop at the right time. There were a couple of possessions there that really put us at a disadvantage, especially offensive rebounding on their part. I think one possession they had 4 or 5 offensive rebounds. That hurt us a little bit. And then we missed some key easy shots in the second half. It was certainly a slugfest, but we did have some good things that happened to us. And like Coach Gates said in the locker room is that, hey, listen, this is the SEC. Yes, it's supposed to hurt. We are in the middle of a storm. There's no question about that. But we don't have time to keep our head ducked. We've got to make sure that we rest. We learn from it. We learn from our mistakes and get ready for the next one.
Yeah, and sometimes these stats can be deceiving, but it says 12 of 24 at the rim for your offense tonight. And some of that is credit to Georgia. They were very physical inside. They have some size. But you're right. When you look back and try to go through missed opportunities, it's hard to dwell on one because it seemed like you were able to get some of the looks you wanted. They just weren't falling this evening.
I think in the first half, if you noticed, in about the first 10 minutes, we've already shot 10 threes. So we were on a pace to shoot 43s for the night, and that's not the way we play. And so Coach had a timeout and made everything get to the basket and try to put some pressure on their defense and get to the rim, and we did that. But we missed a lot of easy shots, but they were doing what we asked them to do, and I thought we recovered. The biggest thing is that we were holding them defensively as good as we could be.
It was their season low point total, too.
Yeah, and I thought. And, again, you can hang your hat on that because every night, if you can just keep that defensive play up, you'll have a chance because that ball's going to bounce our way one of these days. But I look at the free throw shooting. You know, they shot 21 free throws to our 12. The great news is that we were 91% from the line, so we're getting better in some areas. It's just it's a hard-fought game, and it was one that we certainly had our chances.
You know, a night that I think maybe kind of speaks the story of your team in a way is Jaden Stones. He started pretty cold from the field. He was only 2 of 6 from beyond the arc, but he ends up with 13 points really coming on in the second half, and he found other ways to contribute. He had 8 rebounds and 6 assists in this game, and a lot of that work was done earlier when it seemed that the shot wasn't falling. In terms of being someone who is the glue for your team when maybe you need to find some offense, he continues to bring that night after night in ways that don't always show up in the points column.
Well, you're exactly right, and you're looking at you take a look at Jaden Stone, Jacob Cruz, T.O. Barrett. Those guys, those 3 especially, on the boards had 8, 5, and 6 respectively, and you've got to hand it to them that, and that takes true grit, true fight to get in there and rebound that basketball like that because the big guys are doing everything they can to keep that big guy off. And I'm going to tell you now, he's a handful. He's big and he's strong, and he's a 50% free throw shooter, and he shoots 90% tonight. So go figure that.
Yeah, and you know, you look at Georgia in terms of their offense. I mean, it was a volume night for both teams offensively, but you hold them to 37%. A good shooting and certainly high-scoring team. Did you feel that the defensive plan was one that your guys were able to execute even throughout the later stages of the game as the night went on, and the offense seemed to pick up on both sides?
100%. I felt like, and Coach Gates said it. He said it to the team afterwards. He said he is so proud of the fight and the way the guys showed their toughness defensively. There were just a couple plays here and there. In that last play, it looked like, I hadn't seen the film yet, but it looked like a potential block shot that should have happened, but it didn't. But overall, we held them to a really, really good pace defensively. And if we will learn from our mistakes, we'll learn from this, hey, good things can happen to us.
Yeah, and, you know, you take a look at where your team sits right now. It's a 3-3 record in this league that is so evenly matched from top to bottom and offers so many opportunities to, when you get on a little hot streak, climb up the ranks. And that's something that this team certainly has shown the ability to be able to do when it plays its best. Just a matter of getting that going into the middle part of this season.
Well, yeah, you are exactly right. Anything can happen in any given. You know, the SEC is so good and so balanced this year. Anybody can win every night. Anybody can lose any night, and so it's just a small margin of error where you have to make sure you're doing everything that you think you can do. We had our chances because when we went up, I think, 5 or 6 points, we had a chance to move that up to 10 points. And we because we had stops on the defensive end, and we come down and we're missing shots that we usually hit, or maybe miss a layup or something. And so, that's just part of the game. But I think defensively, if you can hang your hat on holding a team like this that has that kind of firepower, and I will mention, that they've turned people over a lot in SEC play and all year long, and so their full court press has always been a problem for people, and it wasn't any problem at all. So I certainly credit our guys for preparation the last couple of days of breaking that press. We only had, I think, 1 turnover on a press attack. So there were a lot of good things. I'm telling you, no one will hurt more than Coach Gates. That's number one, and no one will hurt more than that team, because that's certainly a sick locker room, because we knew that it was one stop with 9 seconds to go. That all we had to do was have one stop, and you credit Georgia for being poised enough to get that shot to go down in the last seconds.
Well, as everybody is finding out this season, I guess it's like any conference basketball season. Winning on the road can be very difficult. It was difficult for Georgia tonight. They got it done. But how does the regroup happen now as you get to sleep in your own beds? You're not going on the road this weekend for a change, and you get a Saturday back here for really the first time in a month at home in front of these great fans at Mizzou Arena against the Sooners.
One of the things that Coach Gates does the best is to manage bodies and manage their health, their rest and things like that. So what we'll do is we'll come in tomorrow and we'll have a study session, and we'll go over some of the mistakes that we made and try to clean that up, and then get ready. And then we got to get back with that swag on Friday. Or Thursday and Friday to have a couple of practices and get ready for a very tough Oklahoma team. Hey, there's no giving in our league. It doesn't matter. And, yes, it is very tough to play on the road, but guess what? The SEC is winning more on the road this year than they ever have. So, there are people winning on the road, so we have to protect our home court. I thought our fans were phenomenal tonight. Our students were back in here in full tilt, and we just appreciate that. And we've got to learn from our mistakes and get ready for a Saturday game.
Absolutely. Well, the Tigers will do that. Not the quickest turnaround, actually a couple extra days in the middle of this week with the Tuesday night game. 74-72, Georgia, the final tonight. Coach David Dickey Nutt, we appreciate your time as always here on the Wrap-Up Show.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
It's a pleasure to catch up, and we look forward to doing it again on Saturday after the game.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Good to see you.
Yes, good to see you. That's Coach David Nutt. I'm Matt Michaels. When we come back, we'll have more to break down in this one tonight. Tigers fall to the Bulldogs 74-72, and we're breaking it down here on the Wrap-Up Show. This is the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
From Stewart to Gates, Sunvold to Mitchell, Mizzou fans have always dreamed big. And at Multiply Credit Union, we're proud to keep that spirit alive. We're bringing fans across Tiger Nation better rates, real rewards, and accounts built to back their goals every step of the way. This isn't banking as usual, it's banking multiplied. Grow together, live fully, be more. Multiply Credit Union, the official credit union of Mizzou Athletics.
At MU Healthcare, believing anything is possible is how we treat every patient. It's how we find answers to medicine's most difficult questions, like uncovering new ways to help the body fight cancer, renewing hope for epilepsy patients, and stopping muscular dystrophy in its tracks. At MU Healthcare, we won't stop searching for answers, because when it comes to your health, we never settle. Neither should you.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri. Tiger fans, do you like to gamble? Well, gambling's exactly what you're doing if you have your home or business electrical installation done by a contractor who's not qualified, trained, and insured. Don't take the chance. Be safe. Be certain. Use only IBEW contractors to do your electrical work. The stakes are just too high for anything else. You can depend on your hometown IBEW and IBEW contractors.
Cruz open three, rims in a Cruz missile from the right wing. Cuts the lead to 3, Missouri in the midst of a 7-0 run. Mitchell driving to the right side to the block, hanging, scoop it, left-handed, dances home. He gets fouled and will have a chance for the three-point play.
Yeah, that one there was the capper of a 10-0 run that took the Tigers from 20-10 down to even at 20 apiece. It was answered with a Georgia run. They went back and forth. Tigers trailed by 3 at the half, and they led in the second half. In fact, their largest lead was 7 points at 15-16 to play, but Georgia made it a nip-and-tuck affair, really a punch-for-punch affair, almost literally tonight, a physical game, and the Bulldogs win it 74-72. Matt Michaels back with you here on the wrap-up show, and we want to remind you that Mizzou Athletics thanks its premier partners of the Diamond Club. They are MU Healthcare, Shelter Insurance, and Multiply Credit Union. Well, the first half of this game did not set anybody on fire offensively. I mentioned that score 29-26, and it was a game of droughts as much as anything else. In elapsed time, Missouri was in drought for nearly half of the period, and Georgia was in drought for more than half. The two teams basically were trading runs while the other team wasn't scoring at all, so it made it kind of a stop-start affair. One thing that we did see pretty consistently through the game was made foul shots. Missouri shot 92% from the line, Georgia 86%, but the Bulldogs in the end did get 21 looks at the charity stripe to Missouri's just 12. And 7 more points were scored for Georgia at the line than Missouri in this game. So you can look at that as a little bit of an edge to the Bulldogs in what was at times a loosely called game, but also at other times wound up with a lot of reviews in this one, and a flagrant one upon review was called. Actually, that was 2 shots of the ball to Missouri, kind of wild and woolly. And Missouri did outscore their opponents in the paint tonight, 36 points for the Tigers, 22 for the Bulldogs in the paint, and a lot of that coming in the second half as really the teams were going blow for blow. Missouri's second half was really led by Jaden Stone. He scored his 13 points in the second half of action, all of them, and he was 5 of 14 from the field. 2 of 6 from beyond the three-point arc. Really started slow in his shot tonight. 8 rebounds and 6 assists. A lot of that work done early. Mark Mitchell led his team with 18 points, 7 of 15 from the field. Another very consistent night for Mark. You can't take that for granted from too many, but you seem to take it for granted from him. He made a 3 tonight. Was a perfect 3 of 3 from the charity stripe. Had a few assists and 5 rebounds in the game. Jacob Cruz, good to see him back to some sharp shooting form, including a big 3 at the end that gave Missouri the edge over Georgia just briefly at the finish. He was 3 of 7 from beyond the arc, 4 of 8 overall for his 11 points, 9 each for T.O. Barrett and Sean Phillips Jr. Phillips was 4 of 5, an efficient 4 of 5 from the field. He did foul out at the very end on that play that gave Georgia the lead for good. The and one opportunity converted by the Bulldogs' Millender, who just kind of came around the horn and laid it up and under. You heard Coach David Nutt say maybe a shot that you hope would be blocked in that scenario. Millender ends up with his team's high 18 points on 5 of 8 shooting, including that final one. 3 of 4 from beyond the arc. 3 triples as well for Wilkinson in the game. 4 Bulldogs scored in double figures, just 3 Tigers got to double figures. Trent Pierce, by the way, for Missouri, 8 points in 19 minutes, was 3 of 8 overall, 1 of 3 off the bench. Did have a thunderous dunk in this game. This Georgia team that comes in getting 20% plus of its field goals on dunks, only was credited with 1 slam dunk tonight. Missouri had 4 in the game, so the fireworks went the way of the Tigers. Unfortunately, the points at the end went 2 more to Georgia, 74-72. The final score. And another struggling night for Ant Robinson. 4 points, 1 of 7 from the field, 0 of 4 from beyond the arc. 4 rebounds in the game and an assist, but he turned it over a few times. And you heard Coach Dennis Gates mention in our postgame coverage with Mike and Chris that, you know, while Robinson has had a struggling game, here tonight. It was good to see Teo Barrett pick up his teammate. Barrett played 28 minutes off the bench and was the trigger man at the finish on that final play where, as Coach Gates, in case you missed it, mentioned to Mike and Chris afterwards, they were hoping to maybe get Barrett all the way to the rim for a lay-in, go for the tie. That didn't happen, and so they went for the triple try up top. Cruz rose, but it didn't fall down for a dramatic finish here tonight as Missouri drops just its third game at home in these last two seasons and its first home contest this year by the final score of 74-72 to the nationally ranked visitors, the Georgia Bulldogs. We'll take a timeout here on the wrap-up show. First, we will take time to let you and your station give 10 seconds for station ID as we're just across the hour of 11 in the great state of Missouri. Let's take that time now. You're listening to Missouri Basketball. And then after this timeout, we will take you across the rest of the Southeastern Conference as the race, it will look a lot like the hand-to-hand combat down the season that we saw on the floor here tonight. Again, Georgia wins 74-72 at Mizzou Arena this evening. The Tigers are 13-6 overall, 3-3 in league play. And a look around the Southeastern Conference is coming your way next. This is the wrap-up show on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
It's game day, Tigers. When you fly from Columbia Regional Airport, you've already got the home court advantage. Skip the stress. Enjoy fast check-ins, short security lines, and nonstop flights on American and United Airlines. Whether it's the big tournament or your next getaway, COU makes every trip a winning play. Score your travel advantage at flycou.com. See you at COU, your home court in the sky.
The Club at Old Hawthorne is a terrific golf course with amazing practice facilities, which is why the Mizzou golf teams play here. Here's what you might not know. The Club at Old Hawthorne is a community with a welcoming environment that's a perfect fit for an active lifestyle. Golf, tennis, pickleball, swimming, and a fitness center with classes all at one club. The Club at Old Hawthorne. Visit oldhawthorne.com to learn more or schedule a tour. I'm Mike Kelly, the voice of the Missouri Tigers. How much do I love Old Hawthorne? I live here.
Dear Winter, Toyota can't get enough of you because Toyota's got 25 vehicles with available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive. And that's more than any other auto brand. From the versatile RAV4 to the svelte Crown, the sleek Camry all-wheel drive, the Corolla Hybrid all-wheel drive, the rugged Tacoma, the tenacious Tundra, and the spacious Grand Highlander with all-wheel drive to keep you and yours safe. Hey, you bring the action, we'll bring the traction. Toyota, let's go places. Based on manufacturer's websites as of 10/20/25.
Addison's restaurants are great local spots to visit before or after all Mizzou home games. Addison's has 2 locations to choose from in Southwest and downtown Columbia. Addison's features a full bar with over 20 beers on tap, including local brewers, and of course their famous Nachos Bianco. So, before or after the game, stop by Addison's. View the full menu online for both locations at addisonsgrill.com.
In and out. Rebound. Barrett snatches it. Teo Barrett throws ahead. Running Pierce to the right side to the rim for the tomahawk. Right wing Robinson. Open toe raise three is wide left. Rebound Stone on the weak side. Stone free throw line. Phillips jab step now drives. Goes up for the slam and puts Cyril on a poster.
Yeah, that was a fun moment right there. A couple of big guys going at each other. Phillips gathered, took one step and had the Shaq slam. Just put his long arms through it, jammed it down. Part of those Missouri moments of electricity in the second half, but unfortunately, Georgia got the last laugh tonight, 74-72 final over the black and gold. Tiger fan, Central Bank is your hometown bank. It's the only place for Tiger checking. Open an account today at tigerchecking.com. Matt Michaels back with you here on the wrap-up show to go across another night in the Southeastern Conference where nothing seems to be all that easy, especially for visitors. The visitors won here tonight. They did not win down in Gainesville, Florida, as LSU went to the Florida Gators, and Florida took care of business 79-61 earlier tonight. Chinula with 15 points and 21 rebounds in the win for the Gators. Their only SEC loss is to Missouri. Florida's 14-5, 5-1 in the league, and after 6 games, they are sitting right on top of the standings, by the way. Oklahoma visited Columbia, South Carolina tonight, and the Sooners are Missouri's next opponent. They took the loss, 85-76, Carolina's second league win, as Knox for the Gamecocks scores 18 points with 7 rebounds in the victory. Both those teams are 11-8 overall, but Carolina pulls ahead of Oklahoma by virtue of an 85-76 win in the standings here tonight. One other road victor this evening. It was Auburn on the road at the Pavilion at Ole Miss, and the Auburn Tigers get a 78-66 win tonight. Murphy for the Auburn Tigers, 16 points, 14 rebounds, as Auburn's now 3-3 in the league. So are the Rebels. Vanderbilt goes on the road to Arkansas in a matchup of ranked opponents. The Hogs win, going away 93-68 victors at Bud Walton Arena, as old friend Trevin Brazil with 10 points and 14 rebounds to lead the Hogs. They are now 4-2 in league play, and Vanderbilt falls to 3-3. A previously undefeated team in the Southeastern Conference has dropped now 3 in a row. So the SEC standings look like this after play tonight. Florida's at the top at 5-1. Texas A&M at 4-1 has a game in hand, if you want to put it that way. Georgia, Arkansas, each at 4-2. Then comes Alabama and Kentucky, teams at 3-2. Vanderbilt, Missouri, Auburn, Ole Miss, the creamy middles at 3-3. Tennessee and Texas, along with Mississippi State, 2-3 teams with action to come tomorrow. Then Carolina at 2-4. LSU and Oklahoma bringing up the rear at 1-5 in the Southeastern Conference, with still 12 games left to play for those teams who are finished tonight in a wild and woolly league, to say the least. A lot still to be written. Unfortunately, tonight the chapter goes in the wrong column. Georgia defeats Missouri 74-72. We'll take a look across the rest of big-time men's college hoops in the top 25 when we return to the wrap-up show on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Quirk Hard Seltzer is a proud partner of Mizzou Athletics. With a winning lineup of flavors including Breakout, Stars, Cherry Blossom and Lime, and Strawberry Lemon and Basil, Quirk packs a Tiger's Paw-sized punch of award-winning flavor made with real fruit juice. Crack a Quirk, Missouri's hard seltzer, when rooting on MIZ this season. 90 calories per 12-ounce serving, gluten-free. Quirk Hard Seltzer, crafted by Boulevard Brewing Company, born and brewed Missouri. Must be 21 plus. Please enjoy responsibly.
We all make plans for the future, but car accidents, break-ins, and unexpected fires can disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design insurance plans that work for you and help protect what matters most. To get started, find an agent at shelterinsurance.com. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Tiger fans, let's salute the real heroes, our military service members. Veterans United Home Loans is proud to honor them as the hero of the game. Know a veteran or active duty service member who deserves the spotlight? Nominate your hero today at veteransunited.com/hero. That's veteransunited.com/hero. Help us recognize those who've served with courage, dedication, and pride.
The Missouri Laborers Union and their contractors build our communities. Chances are your church, school, grocery store, or gas station was built by contractors using union laborers. They take great pride in their work and accomplishments and love to go by an old project and say, I built that. The men and women of the Missouri Laborers Union and their contractors, taking pride in building our communities. Go to buildunion.com for more information. That's buildunion.com.
Left wing Stone, one bounce, head and shoulder fake, sends it right wing Mitchell. His three, made it. Mark splashes in a three. A rare three from Mark Mitchell goes down in Missouri. Opens a 5-point lead in transition. 26 seconds to play. To the right side, handling the ball, Barrett. Top of the key, Cruz, catch and shoot three for the lead. Oh, bang! And Missouri takes a 72-71 lead with 19 seconds to play.
They got the look for their sharpshooter, a cruise missile at the top that gave the Tigers that advantage. Georgia came down, called timeout, ran baseline out of bounds. Millender found a way to scoop it up and under. Sean Phillips got the harm as well. And so with that three-point play, Missouri had one final shot. Cruz 3 was off the mark, and that's the final. 74-72 as Georgia defeats Missouri here at home tonight. First home loss for the Tigers in the 25-26 campaign. Other big-time men's hoops games in the top 25, one of them being played at the Coors Event Center in Boulder, Colorado. They're hosting the Kansas Jayhawks without Bill Self after a medical scare earlier in the week. Bill Self saying that he's feeling much better right now. Kansas is holding on against Colorado at the half. The 19th-ranked Jayhawks leading 40-38 over the Buffaloes. It's a final in a lot of other spots, including out in Oregon, where 10th-ranked Michigan State won their Big Ten Conference matchup 68-52 over the Ducks. Cooper for Sparty, 19 points and 7 boards with 4 blocks in their 7th Big Ten victory of the season. 12th-ranked Texas Tech on the road at Baylor gets a Big 12 win, 92-73. Not all that hard as Anderson goes for 26 for the Red Raiders. They're 5-1 in Big 12 play. Indiana on the road at Michigan in the Big Ten. Well, the hangover, I guess, lasts for 24 hours right after a national championship football win. Maybe some players are celebrating. 86-72. Michigan still third ranked. They're one of the best of the Big Ten. But the Candy Stripers, I don't think will mind that result all too much yet today. Lendenborg for Michigan in the win, 15 points and 7 rebounds as they're third ranked and continue to stay in the top 5 this week. 9th-ranked Iowa State hosting UCF and blew them out of Ames, 87-57 as Jefferson had a triple-double, 17 points, 10 rebounds, 12 assists for Iowa State. They're now 4-2 in Big 12 play. A final in overtime at Littlejohn Coliseum in Clemson. North Carolina State goes on the road and knocks off the 18th-ranked Clemson Tigers, 80-76 as Lubin for the Wolfpack scores 22 points in their 4th ACC victory of the year. The St. Louis Billikens are nationally ranked for the first time in quite a while, 24th ranked on the road at Duquesne tonight, and they take a win out of Pittsburgh, 81-77 the final, as Robbie Avila scored 14 points for the Billikens, who are 18-1 and now 6-0 in the Atlantic 10. 25th-ranked Miami of Ohio. They've had some squeakers, but they remain undefeated overall and in the MAC. 107-101 winners on the road in overtime at Kent State as Suter for Miami of Ohio went for 27-10 in that overtime win. And here's an upset. Maybe not with the travel, but Big Ten play out west. 4th-ranked Purdue falling at Pauley Pavilion and UCLA. 69-67 as the Bruins get the win. 23 and 13 assists for Mr. Dent for the Bruins, who are 5-3 in the Big Ten. Purdue takes just their second loss overall. They're now 7-1 in the Big Ten Conference. Again, here at Mizzou Arena tonight, Missouri had 3 in double figures. Mark Mitchell with 18, Jaden Stone with 13 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. Jacob Cruz added 11, including a 3 to give the Tigers a 1-point lead with about 20 seconds left to play. Georgia came down, ran an out-of-bounds play, got an and-one opportunity off the fingertips of Millender, who scored a team-high 18. His final 3 points pushed the Bulldogs past the Tigers by a final score of 74-72. So Missouri will look to regroup. It's a little 2-game slide now in the Southeastern Conference, back down to 3-3 in the league, and they'll look to climb out of the muddled middle with a victory against the Oklahoma Sooners here on Saturday. I know a lot of Tiger fans will be looking forward to that one. It's a 1 p.m. tip-off, so a 12:30 p.m. Shelter Insurance pregame show here on Saturday the 24th, and of course with a wrap-up show to follow. We look forward to having you with us after hopefully a Tiger win. Want to thank everybody who had a hand in bringing this broadcast to you throughout the course of our evening, especially Dylan Riggs running things very well for us, as always, at Jefferson City's Learfield World Headquarters. Thank you as well to Jeremy Washington, our engineer here at Section 106 inside Mizzou Arena, and thanks as always to Tiger assistant David Dickey Nutt for joining us here on the Wrap-Up Show as our guest. For all of them, I'm merely Matt Michaels. One more time, final score. Georgia defeats Missouri tonight in men's hoops 74-72. Thanks so much for listening. We'll talk to you next time here on the Wrap-Up Show. This is the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
You've been listening to the Mizzou Wrap-Up Show. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Central Bank Tiger Network.